all the time. What's up, Miss D? No. She's all upset because I just actually walked in the door like 15 minutes ago now. That's why I'm late. And there's the Twitch. So hello, everyone. It is, I have no idea what it is. It's Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. I'm Dent. That's Cyndaquil. This is Beastmaster. Might take a while. There's a lot of people in the horror. Share, and say hi to Twitch. We're still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Oh, I kind of wish I had a little emote button ready for that. Macros, edit macros. We're gonna find Beastmaster. This is quite literally one of those "what am I gonna do tonight" kind of episodes. And yeah, right now it's a toss-up between Beastmaster, get that master, or leather crafting, 50 to 60. Since I don't have that much gil, let's go with the Beastman. Well, let's change jobs first. I'm still on Summoner from last night, a Shadow. A lot's happened in the past 22 hours is all I'm going to say. Real life stuff. Don't want to get too detailed with it because there's like personal information involved and multiple parties don't want to trade too much with that. It kind of started last night when I was logging off and I was like, oh, bad news. And yeah, it's pretty bad. But cheers. Let's change some job. Let's go to Beastmaster. Let's do a support job. Let's make it, oh, I don't know, dancer. Oh, by the way, those of y'all that weren't on last night, we got all our jobs up to 99. So now it's time to master them all. This is what Cyndaquil looks like when she doesn't have a glimmer on. It's not that bad, really. It's just the pants that really stand out because they just, they're very form-fitting. I could never fit in these. It's just, but it's got treasure hunter. It's got pet accuracy, magic attack bonus, magic accuracy. You know, it's stuff I can use. It's not necessarily best in slot. I wouldn't think it would be. It's just kind of random, really. So we're gonna use it. At least until we get all this Talia gear up to +2. It's another thing we need to try and work some time into. That would be that other thing we like to do. Ambuscade, make some money. We like making money. I'm going for macros eventually. Macros, edit the equipment sets. I mean, I've been in Beast Relic so often. It's time to do something different. Let's do Nuevo. We haven't done that in a month or two. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe. How far till you master Beastmaster? 2 get 1, 2, 3. Happy Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Feels like yesterday was a week ago. I don't know. Let's find out. Job points. Can you show some of the CP mastery points in Beast? Sure. I actually don't read any of them, but I just put points in there. Familiar effect. Everything's 17 out of 20 right now. That was what we finished with on Sunday. Familiar increases the deployed pet's attributes while under the effect of familiar. Increase attributes by 3. Always try and pop familiar after I drop by Bertha out. Unleash effect, which I don't use nearly often enough. Increases damage dealt by pet's special attacks while under the effect of Unleash. Increases special attack damage by 2%. Multiply that by 17. Accuracy bonuses, charm success rates. You know, I don't think Cyndaquil's ever charmed the right mob. I think she tried charming some beastmen before. Didn't work. Reward effect. I use reward quite a bit. Pet attack speed. I guess that's just a static increase, so it's like 17% faster. Ready effect increases pet special ability damage by 1% times 17. Spur increases pet physical attack while under the effect of Spur. Physical attack by 3. Run Wild, which I don't think is another one I've ever used. Increase the effect duration of Run Wild. Increase effect duration by 2 seconds. And then Enmity for the pet. Increases the enmity of a summon's pets. Increase enmity by 1. I forgot to see how close we were. That's the whole point going there in the first place. Beastmaster. We are currently at I can't read that. I need glasses. We're at 1,530 job points so far in Beastmaster. You need 2,100. So yeah. Are there any enemies like level 100 to 110 you can charm? Maybe. I wouldn't know. Can't, you know, I'm not a master Beastmaster. I'm kind of a casual Beastmaster, really. I would think so. Pharaoh Strike. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna talk to the home point crystal. We gotta go buy some stuffs. Travel to another home point. Let's go to Sandy. We're gonna do Port Sandy by the Monk House with yes please. I've also forgot to take my pills because, you know, it was basically walk in the door, feed the cat, do one exercise, one really quick exercise on the UFC personal trainer just to keep the 100-day streak alive. There's an achievement for that. I knew the holidays were going to get in the way. Oh well. And, yeah. Cheers. Cat's been fed, so she's happy. She's in my lap. You can't see her because camera angles. Moogle. Actually, Moogle doesn't buy what I'm looking for. Does not purchase that. I cannot get from that Moogle what I want. And I need biscuits. So we gotta go to Juno. Try not to think of us 200 gil wasted. Kinda. Alright, it's gonna be by the exit. Yes, please. Boom, 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 boom. The holidays are quickly approaching. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on Thursday night. I'm not even sure about Friday night. I'm pretty sure about Saturday night that I will not be on. So I'm usually not on Saturday night. This ain't Upper June. Oh, God. That needs more liquor. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm gonna drive down to Austin is the plan. Spend the day with my mom, then drive back up here and maybe stream. And then on Friday, I still have to talk to my boss about this. This is one of the stuff that happened. I'm probably gonna have to go up to San Angelo for bad news, and which is about 5 hours away from me, and then do an event there, turn around, drive back, and then I get to have Thanksgiving dinner with some friends here in town on Saturday. Do you know where you can get cocaine on Black Friday? Just kidding. LOL, LOL. I'll chat with you after the stream. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Anywhere, really. Upper Juno exit. Yes. You just gotta keep asking people. And it's like, hey man, know where I can get some blow? Like, yes. Call up this dude who knows this other dude. And I don't know. I shouldn't say it. It's like, there was only that one time that I actually provided medication out of the trunk of my car. But, one time. It wasn't even that, you know, anything fun, really. Fun. Kids, we do not condone the use of illicit substances. If it's a Schedule 1 narcotic or anything, just say no. You can, well, you could probably do without. Going to have a Black Friday discount at the pharmacy. We got some purses that we could probably mark down. I mean, we had them on 25% off last month and nobody bothered me, so I was trying to mention to the boss, maybe we made it 50% off just for Friday. Oh, that's a lot of Earth. Oh, that's right, because I never dumped anything last night. It was bad news, had to log out, and I was up till 1:30 last night. They make good roll paper. They make good roll paper. Maybe. Purses. What was the name of the brand? Bagalini, I think, is what we were selling. Not that I'm very familiar with purses. I don't know if it's a good one or not. And yeah, that's my story. I'm sick of it. I really don't want to sell that Lucerwi meat because I actually use that for cooking skill ups. But at the same time, I just sold it, so what can you do? I don't really care about that one, so I'm just going to sell it as well. Warthog meat. Sell. Akamochi, I'm going to keep that. That's what I should have bought. Oh well. The Roland Berry Pickled Rab Tail. I should sell, but no, I'm gonna keep it. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe the first 5, 6... Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, do some inventory sorting, put stuff away back in its one place. Iron ore, yeah, you can get that easy. Dark steel, I'll hold on to. Raptor skins, no. They can go away. They're gone. Ram skins, easy to farm. Sheep's tooth, I don't... No, there's some bone crafting synthesis that uses those. Ram horns actually used for quite some time, making horn arrowheads, and then horn arrows. Bat guano. Bagaline. You okay, Lanos? How you doing tonight? Happy Tuesday, Lanos. Can you recommend some good stuff to eat? Taco Bell. Especially if you're hungover. That's like some of the bestest stuff ever made. It's also cheap. Doesn't reheat well, so eat it fresh. And then, you know. I actually went out for sushi today. We got one sushi roll that we usually get. And then it's like, let's order something else in addition. Be adventurous. Maybe it will be good. Maybe it won't. If it isn't, then we got the dragon roll to fall back on. My comment was in response. Forgot it was a request for the comments to be submitted. What? My comment was in response? Back guano? Lanos ain't gonna do well. No, he might be. That's probably a reference to something that I don't remember. It's been a long day. Oh my goodness. Ethereal incense I'll hold on to. Leather crafting stuff. Alright, so how much do we have now? 58 out of 80. That's not too bad. It's not too great either. Let's go back to Port Bastock. No. Well, Port Bastock will work. Let's go there. She runs so slow. What? Oh, you spend one day on Thief, and it's like, yes, this is the speed that the game needs to be played at. And you come back, and it's like, you know, second thought. Yat's comment was, can you recommend some good hit to eat? But I said back one. Oh! Oh, the stuff. Bat stuff. I don't know what back one will taste like. I don't want to know what it tastes like. It probably does not taste like chicken. Probably does not. Curio Vendor Moogle. I needed to buy some akamochi from you. We're gonna do medicine, food. I didn't think you could actually fill up on sushi. And Mrs. was all, I can't believe you ordered so much. And I'm like, you want to get ice cream afterwards? I'm gonna need liquor, aren't I? Yeah, I'm probably gonna need some liquor. What am I looking for? Akamochi, towards the bottom of the thingamajig. I can never find stuff on this menu. It's like, are the desserts at the bottom? Is a spicy cracker a dessert? I think not, because they have the pies at the top. This must be how Vanadil cuisine works. You first order your drink, and then you get an appetizer, like a rice ball, some meat jerky, a myth kebab. And you move on to the main course, which would be roast papira. If you think you can fill up on sushi, you haven't been to an all-you-can-eat buffet sushi place. No, we filled up. Well, I filled up. I got the sashimi? The bento sashimi? I can't even tell you the name of the place we went to. It's out in South Lake. And then she got the vegetable tempura. She could eat half of it. Took the rest home. Chlamydiana. Happy Tuesday. Been a while since I could catch a dense stream. These crazy 100-hour work weeks. I've had those work weeks. They suck. They're not healthy either. Happy Tuesday. I hope this will be a relaxing episode for you. Why is this Galka naked? Put some clothes on, man. Moogle, the hell have you been doing when I'm not here? Sorry. I'm going to, actually we're just going to go to the Mug Garden. Yeah. They have clothes there. We're going to select an area to exit to. We're going to do Mug Garden. Mug Garden has 2 easy things. A Moogle that you can trade crystals to. And something else. Oh yeah, or that thing that we can put that relic gear away on so it's not taking up space. Because that's important. Otherwise I'll accidentally toss it. Like I did my Dancer AF, or sorry, Dancer Relic once. It's like, are you sure you want to toss it? Yes. Are you sure you want to toss it? Yes. Are you sure you want to toss it? Oh no! He's going too slow. Oh, we've all gone faster, right? Yeah. Cat, what are you doing? She's like trying to scale my chest. I own a packing shed and can't seem to find a drug free. Yeah. Sober help. It is hard to find. Cheers, by the way. And our last new hire, I remember she was chatting with the boss on her first day. It's like, do I need to take a drug test? And I just started laughing. Like, please. We would have anybody working. No, that's not true. That's not true. We're going to do trade button. Cat, do not chew on my knuckles while I'm streaming. Save that for afterwards. Fruit. Do I have any fruit today? I don't think so. Should get some fruit. You want me to hold? Actually, no. I had some pumpkin pie. That's kind of fruity. Pumpkin's a fruit, isn't it? It's not considered a vegetable, is it? Don't know. And over here, and there, and there. More earth. When you thought you couldn't have enough earth crystals, you had like over 6 stacks more. Let's see what the grand total of earth crystals is today. 4,000? 4,126? I think I played this game before. Alright, that's what happens when you never throw away an earth crystal. Mostly citrus, stone fruit, kiwis. I like kiwis. I like oranges better. Grapefruit's good too, with sugar on it. Everything's better with sugar on it. Especially sugar. Yeah. Pour sugar on some more sugar. Porter Moogle, you need this one. And then I'm going to give you that, and that, and that, and that. No, wait, not that one. No. You won't take the carbuncle mitts, will you? You take that one, and then the horn, and we're going to trade and be like 5 items? 6. 6 items. Alright, we're going to go over here. New house. Mog satchel? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 6. I mean 5. No, 4. 3, sir. Mog safe. Any space? Not much. Mog storage? No. Locker. There's always room in the locker. Yeah, that's where we must have tossed all our other summoner stuff that we held on to for a rainy day. Like that one, and the Bahamut staff, and then you have the Seraphic color. Shomo Jamimi. Carbuncle mitts. Should we hold on to the Empress Band? It's been a very long friend. And I do hold on to other stuff for sentimental reasons. I think I will hold on to the Empress Band. If only, Square Enix, you could tell us the date that we used the last charge. For sentimental reasons. Make it happen, Essie. You know you can. Alright, so that gets us down into the 34 out of 80. So that's doable. Now the hard part. Now we gotta find a camp. Let's go to Western Netherland. Cheers. We run both organic and non-organic. Boom, 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 boom. They have farmers markets probably in every big town. I'm not going to name names here, but I used to work at a grocery store. And one, it was like early in the morning or really late at night, there was a dude, and he was buying up all the produce in our, produce section. Which is fine, you can buy all the produce. Don't shoplift with it, because, you know, that's illegal. He found out later in the day that he was a organic farmer, and he went down to the locals farmer market and sold all the produce that he purchased from us 3 times what he paid for it. Current region is what I wanted. Western Outland by the auction house, because we're gonna go pick up that signet thingamajig. Boom, 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 boom. Ambuscade 1, Puppet Master 2. Can I have it? I only have 1 Puppet Master, and it's not that good. Slash cheer. Slash. Give me that. Give me the signet for Outland. We got that signet for Outland. That is good. All right, so let's try lizards first. Let's see how that camp looks. Chances are there's going to be somebody there. So let's go to Mormar Basalt Fields by the Frontier Station. It's done that. Farmer markets are expensive. I need to go to the farm directly. Yes! Yes, you do. And then all the money that you save going to the farmer's market, you end up spending on gas. Which is fine. There's a lot of petroleum that comes in and out of Texas. Buy more gasoline, please. Kitty's not going to feed herself. Mostly do wholesale, so unless you're going to buy pallets, would cost you a lot just in shipping. I had a patient one time that wanted the contact information for our drug wholesaler because she wanted to buy 10,000 bottles of hydrocodone. And we weren't going to sell her 10,000 bottles of hydrocodone, even if she had a prescription for it. She goes, well, I have a prescription for it. I'm like, I ain't going to fill it. Nobody's going to fill it. Well, what if I go directly to the warehouse? I'm like, I don't think you have a contract with them, but you are more than happy to give them a call. What's their number? I was like, don't give her a number. I was like, I'll give you their name, where they're located, and you can look it up on the internet. They called me back. If that lady calls you again, please tell her that we only work with professionals. Why would somebody want 10,000 units of hydrocodone? I know why somebody would want 10,000 units of hydrocodone. But wouldn't it be cheaper to get it overseas than Louisiana? Kiwis are awesome. Diabetics like me. I would imagine so. Well, different kind of sugar, I suppose. Not sure. I mean, they told me I had enough credits to graduate with a degree in nutrition. This was back in the 90s. And I declined it because I don't know anything about nutrition. Which is true, I don't. Bestial loyalty, we're on Cricket. Go Cricket. Come on, you can do it. Got faith in you, that's right. We're gonna do job abilities. We're gonna do familiar. And then we're gonna search the area, because we just used our 1-hour ability. H. Gallion! Happy, almost said Friday. Happy Tuesday. They have an enzyme that breaks down the sugars. Oh, nice. Shame they can't put that in everything. Well, actually, they probably can't put that in everything. But then we wouldn't be able to justify selling insulin for hundreds of dollars a bottle. People, please, please, please. If you're not already diabetic, don't become one. Cut back on the amount of sweets. Otherwise, you'll end up like me. And I should be, if nothing else, a cautionary tale. Let's do a search all. And we're going to actually open up a thing of Coca-Cola here in just a little bit, pour some whiskey into it. Current area, there are a few people here. And I am the third one with the letter C in my name. Ack! Cynical's on fire. Sparrow, Runyell. That was the one I just passed, so there's a couple camps in here. I'm sure I can find one. Well, I'm not sure I can find one, but I probably do. Both sides of my family. But my dad's side of the family, it's kind of big. Not on my mom's side. That's... So it's not, you know, I'm not guaranteed to get it. Only guaranteed to get it. Actually, there was this new lab coat that I saw online that I wanted to get for work. The only problem is I need to lose 80 pounds, otherwise it would not have the desired effect that I would want, which would be tall and skinny, because I'm short, fat. So, I think if I lose 80 pounds, I could probably pull it off. And also, the amount of money I would save by not eating over the next 2 years, probably be able to afford it, because it's on the expensive side. Do it, Cricket! Make darkness! It was today that I could beat Omen on my own, lost to the Mega Boss. Wait, soloing Omen? God, I hope you videotaped that. Videotaped. Come on, Xenico. The fight button. No, no. We don't videotape. We stream. I mean, I tried to make my own group. Ah! And the fact that you're able to make it to the mini-boss, in and of itself, is something to be proud of. I shouldn't have weapon skilled. Oh no. Do it! Maybe not. And we wiped. Was it the white mage's fault? I bet it was the white mage's fault. It's always the white mage's fault. Which is why I don't like to be the white mage. I don't want to be my fault. Although, that does take me back to this time in World of Warcraft. We were doing the dungeon daily, and it was this one really simple mechanic of a deal. Just, you know, don't die type fight. And the tank was lacking. And because I couldn't keep him alive, they automatically assumed, well, it's the healer who is lacking. And I'm like, no. No. You want to see some of the numbers, how much damage everyone's taking. But the tank's taken 3 times the numbers of damage that everybody else combined is. And it's like, well, he's a tank, he's supposed to take damage. No, he's not. Supposed to mitigate that stuff. You're just taking too long. Killing wasn't pulling out the numbers. Were you like face down in the mud? Not gonna say like Lano's rep because he was only living there at the time. Someone told me to full-time negative DT gear on the Mega Boss. That's how I would do it, because I would be afraid that I would die, get crushed, beer canned, and they would go off and finish off the white mage, and white mage would no. Get back up. It was like the one time I fought him. I don't think I died. I know we didn't win. I think we ran out of time because Lenos didn't bring Thief. That's what happened. Dodge the attack, air quotes, meaning I run away right when he readies the TP attack, so I can be out of range. Unlike this Apex Raptor, he is not out of range. He's now claimed. We're gonna run back here. Don't hit me in the butt. Ah, dang it! Sexual harassment, Apex Raptor. I'm calling a GM. Wait, no. Let's not go there. In the meantime, let's hit this button. Follow this button over here. I did ambuscade on my warrior on the very easy, the ambuscade 1 solo, and I put on all my minus DT gear. Wow, I forgot what Great Axe delay was. that is bad. Maybe that way will be more efficient. Bought some new gear. Ooh, what'd you get? High quality rings, I hope. Those are neat. Expensive, but neat. Normal quality rings, probably just as good. Well, not just as good, but good enough to get you by. Right? Right. Didn't know Momo's legs +2 gives negative DT? Really? I wouldn't be surprised. There are quite a few of these ambuscade sets that do damage taken -4% on the +1, so yeah. +2 would be the +5-ish something. Let's do darkness. Let's try to do darkness. I'm sure somebody damage taken. So, say like you have, oh, I don't know. Let's look at the defending ring. That's easy. Go down here, defending ring, damage taken minus 10%, so that would be minus 10% DT. I want to say, doesn't it cap at 10%-ish? Some of it covers any damage taken. It'll say, if it says physical damage, it'll say physical damage. If it says magical damage, it'll say magical. And then if it's both, then it says both. And that's another thing that you have to look out for is sometimes, like here at the bottom, converts 5% of damage taken to MP. Sometimes it'll say converts 5% of magic damage taken to MP, or physical damage taken to MP, yeah. Paladin can break the cap with the Aegis, this is correct. Which is why when you see me doing the really hard stuff, I got the Aegis equipped. That and, you know, it's because it's the really hard stuff. I really don't want to use this ability, I just want it to die. Because, you know, he touched me on my bum. But yeah. Paladins can get a max minus 85% magic damage taken. Which is not it. Well, yeah. Oddly enough, defending ring has 0 defense on it. Yeah, it's true. No defense on the ring. They do have rings that have defense on them. I remember having a set like that for, oh god, it was salvage. Way back in the day. We were using monk as tanks. I think I had the body piece and the hat piece that the latent effect was crap ton more defense if your hit points dropped into the red or something. And since I was on monk, damage was always in the red. Redid the Wings of the Goddess earring. Congrats! Got the TP bonus one. I sometimes think about redoing my earring. There's other times I think, you know, no. You got better rings. Tossed my weapon skill earring from Secrets of Battle End missions and got the Volcano. Congrats! That's a good ring. That's the one I got. And it was, I remember talking to Deodan about it, and he's all like, well, you could get this one. This one's pretty good, too. And I'm like, yeah, but does it have this? And he's like, wow. Wow, I mean, that's a good tank ring right there. Second best in the game. Super solid ring. It's got minus DT on it, and it's got other stuff on it. Well, eventually, I will need to upgrade it to the +1. What's the best sub for an endgame paladin nowadays? Most of the time, it's going to be warrior. Because provoke. And double attack. But mostly because of provoke. If your flash is on cooldown, or you're silenced, or all your other stuff's on cooldown, you know, provoke. But hey, it's got other stuff. I mean, Warcry is neat. Defender can work, I suppose. I never use it. I suppose it could be there. Double attack is very nice, especially if you equip some gear that basically increases your double attack and triple attack percentage rates. I still have my shirt button. Like I said, I just got them. I'm not going to start unbuttoning it. Sorry, ladies. Actually, I might. Kids, turn your eyes around. Or close your eyes. There were a lot of paladins slashing in back 10 years ago. Dual wielding? I hope not. But I could see shadows helping here and there. It varies. Sometimes I use blue or rune. Use blue sub, I've heard good things about. Rune, not as much. For the longest time, I was doing Dancer subbing... No, I was doing Paladin subbing Dancer. And I was having trouble with this one fight, and then one of you lovely people in Twitch mentioned, maybe if you change your sub job from Dancer to Warrior, it would be easier. And you know what? It was! It was so much easier, in fact, that I haven't subbed Dancer to Paladin and since. Aegis is great. Aegis +1. What was Rune Fencer do? If anything, maybe give you more magic mitigation? Maybe? Yeah, reduction. There you go. 14 job points. Somebody remind me to use our Trizec ring after I pull the next one. I'm going to get you, Mr. Raptor. Actually, Bouncing Breath is going to get you. I'm just going to run back over here like a little girl. Hit the heal button. Keep running! Don't hit me in the butt. Don't do it. Stay on the cricket. That's what the cricket's here for. Thank you. Alright. Nobody's... Wow. Nice clumping action, Archangel EV. Could have done better myself. Blue sub is slightly less enmity generation, but supreme damage mitigation. It also has some really decent AoE type spells if you need to AoE tank. I don't know what those spells are, I've just been told. Sage's Paladin, it's kind of pointless to sub rune since you already got the magic. Smartphones. They are dumb smartphones, aren't they? What would we do without them? Let's have good news. I haven't, like I said, I just got home. I'm gonna grab a glass while I'm up here. Or actually, I could probably use this one. It's been a year and a half, but I finally got it back. My old HTC Windows phone. I love Windows phones. I think they're like the best phones. They just don't have any apps. So when Pokemon Go came out, I purchased this silly Samsung Galaxy S7. It's like $800 before tax. Things we do to play Pokemon, right? And, yeah. And then it's all like, okay, well, I'll just do this. And I'm like, wait, you can't do that on an Android phone. It's like, you can do it on a Windows phone. You're like, yeah, but you're not on a Windows phone. So no, we got our Windows phone back. I don't know how I'm going to do this. There's probably some way to do it. I just don't know how. But I'm going to try and use it as a more of an auxiliary tool. Just to do all that stuff that I wanted to do with Windows and all that stuff. Forget Pokemon Go. It's all about Animal Crossing mobile now. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I forgot about Pokemon Go quite some time ago. Oh, ever since that night that the police officers told us to get the hell out of the park, you can catch them all tomorrow. It just... You knew you were at your low point then. It was also like 10 o'clock at night, which I didn't think was that late, but the cops did. Cheers, everyone. Oh my goodness. I had almost forgotten that had happened. Mrs. is like, we are not going to the park after dark. And I'm like, why not? It's perfectly safe. She's like, no, it's not. This is Dallas. There's like drug dealers at the park. And like, no, well, there might be a couple of them, but this is mostly... I made a mess. I forgot. Soda likes to overflow because of fizzy stuffs. No, it's okay. We got this here, how shall we say? This is what we tend to use when we make messes. Don't. Wow. It really has no absorbency to it whatsoever, does it? Or, what's more likely is you just built that much. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Actually, I'm starting to think it's going to be one of those weeks. Yeah. Went over the timeline in my head. Tomorrow night is going to be my last night of unhectic scheduling stuff, so we'll probably do something really relaxing. I'm thinking fishing. Probably fishing. Maybe leather crafting. I almost did leather crafting today. Like, let's do level 50 to 60 leather crafting. Like, I know what I'm doing when it comes to leather crafting. I have a leather crafting mule, even. And yet, Cyndaquil's skill, who's my cooking mule, is higher than my leather crafters. I don't have an excuse for why that is. It just is the way to... Oh, I know why it is, because I try to do leather crafting on the cheap. By, never throwing anything away. But I'm at that point in between ram leather and... Where are the raptors over there? That's a good question. Hit the fight button. Run back. between ram leather and tiger leather. So I think I was trying to use ram mantles, which needs a whole lot of wool thread, which isn't too bad, but you know, once I get to the tiger leather part, then it's gonna be easy again. I think, probably. Cynical, the only reason she was able to do it so well is just because I'm not embarrassed to use the leather crafting kits that they sell at the guild place. Seriously. My goodness. This cup that the soda went spilling all out of all over the place is half empty. Which means, oh, Coca-Cola, shame on you. Should be ashamed of yourself. Alright, we're going to pour this a little bit more slowly this time since it seems to be so gassy. No. There we go. I'm actually glad I looked in there before actually trying to take a drink after I poured the whiskey in there, because it would have been all... Wow, that's like a lot of whiskey with a shot of Coca-Cola. Some people are like, that's how I always drink my cocktails. And it's like, I would like 8-ounce whiskey with a shot of Coca-Cola. You're like, alright. Sure, everyone's heard that one once. Bum 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 bum. With the macros, you fuck something up. Sorry, language. PDT, edit, that one's fine. TP is wrong. We need to get that in there with its bonuses. And ready? Edit. That one's fine, that's just the ready move. Ventral said the F word. Probably. Like I said, it's gonna be one of those weeks. Hit the button, kill the button, do that thingy. Just hit this button, yeah. This one right here. Do it! Do it! Get the spectral jig. We try not to press. I'm not gonna say it's completely and utterly we have a swear jar, actually. That's what I want for Discord. Is a swear jar. And be all like, and they're like, hey, put some gill in the jar. It's not cool. Actually, if we ever do get a donate button, instead of a donate button, I'd like to call it the swear jar. Could make it work. I'm sure somebody on Twitch has already done that. I wouldn't think I'd be the first. A lot of Twitch people out there. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go over there. We're going to just make sure that that got equipped. It did not! WTF? Really? Alright, let's try this again. Let's hit the darkness button. And then if everything goes according to plan... Nope, Shantoto's going to mess it up. But if everything goes according to plan, next time I check out my equipment, which is going to be right now, yes! My Mephistopheles mantle, which is not what it's called. But I can pronounce Mephistopheles a lot better than I can pronounce Mekistopin's mantle. 47% bonus. But really what I wanted to do was I wanted to go check out my rings and hit the Trizec ring over here, over there, and wait for this, and hit that thingy. And be all like, yeah! Then we're gonna hit this button. Whack! On the back side. I think I missed. It felt like I missed. Probably missed. Dang it, Iroha. This is why we don't have nice things. Yeah. Right, a little closer. Looking at you, dear. You did what this woman over here does. And this woman over here can be, you know... Actually, no. I was about to say, Shantoto can be forgiven because she has her own mini expansion. So does Iroha. Oh, silliness. How quickly we forget. Alright, let's try this. Who's gonna mess me up this time? I'm thinking pumpkin over there. Nope. Nope, it was red. Again. This is why we normally have Kupo freed out instead of Iroha. But we still got darkness, and mob's still going down pretty quick like, so could be worse. Come on, man. A little bit more. Darkness button. Get that button. Get all the bugs out of the house. There's my driving schedule. Tentatively planned. It has not been approved yet. 4 hours down to Austin. Thursday morning. 4 hours back to Dallas. Thursday night. Friday, 5-hour drive to San Angelo in the morning. Turnaround. 5-hour return trip. Which is going to be like 18 hours total on the road. 48 hours. But I get to sleep in my own bed, so there's a bonus to that, I guess. There are other ways I could do it, but yeah. Shantoto, as should be her turning into a giant and smoothing stuff. That's going to be Shantoto Trust number 3. Mecha Shantoto. And really, all it's going to be is just her foot, because that's all we're going to see of it. And, yeah, her foot just stepping on stuff, crushing mobs. Would actually be really cool. I would pay real money for that. Make it happen, Essie. Trust NPCs for monthly subscription rates. Do it! A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Could Shantoto probably could beat anything that Konami tossed at her. Anything. Wicked Tron 42. God, I hope I said that one right. Happy Tuesday. Smartphones are killing me today. Not today. No. But one day, yes, they will literally kill us. But it's okay. You have to remember, when the robot overlords try to take us over, just gotta remember one thing. If you pee on them, they die. Nailed it. Yes! Only took 6 weeks. Oh, we need more liquor. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and tonight, instead of going out and getting a real glass, we are drinking our beverage out of the Elvis Presley Raceland. Can't really see that because it's reflecting too well. Home of Elvis Presley novelty travel mug. Until they can't call them coffee mugs anymore. You know. Not an Elvis fan. He's got a great voice. I'm not going to discount that. You know. It's just his music, not my cup of tea. It's fine. Can't make music that pleases everybody, but he came pretty freaking close to making music that pleased everybody. Oh my goodness. Boom, 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 boom. Having to move stuff around because that's all sticky, but I guess I just have to remember to clean it up later. I'm gonna make a mess on that. Probably. Alright, we're gonna do a darkness. We're gonna try to do a darkness before Archangel Eevee runs out of hit points. She won't run out of hit points, will she? Let's see how much capacity points we get on this kill. We probably won't get any. What should be under 20k? I'm like, under 20k? Psst, going fishing. I like that fat Elvis when he forgot how to pronounce vowels and still sang. Yeah. I'm just new. I'm not sure about that Monster Llama. Happy Tuesday nonetheless. I should Google that. Wait a second. Oh, 2 people moving to each other. Oh. That's what I love the most. Reuniting folks. Bum 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 bum. Point. We got 30k. Okay, I'll keep that. That's fine. 30k is decent. Ish. Run over here. And a little here. And click that thing over there. Curiosity, all those of you on a server right now, how many folks are in... Oh, shoot. What's the name of this map? Mo Gates. How many players are in Mo Gates right now? Trying to get parties stuff. I forgot to hit the attack button. Attack! Sorry, Cricket. That's all my fault. I'm to blame. Rarely have time to play, but when I do, I go vicious. My friend, that is what we call casually hardcore. Let's do a reward real fast. How many players in Bill Gates right now? Just kidding. No. I still have a meal on a server and Odin as well. Fun. Oh no! My tell was not received. Was it both times? Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh well. Bum 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 bum. Wonder if they were leveling. Viper KC 35. Really? I would expected like 300 or something. Let's see if we can block Shantoto's deal. No, can't do it. Saw your answer. No worries. Oh, Bill Gates is okay. He does more good than I do. He also has more money than I do, and that might have something to do with it. Actually, I want to see that one time. Bill Gates streaming Final Fantasy XI. I'm going, Dent's okay. For a casual Final Fantasy XI. I wonder if Bill Gates was to play Final Fantasy XI, what would his race and job, main job, be? What would be something? Don't say Black Mage. Don't say Taru Black Mage. That's just too easy. Let's get a little bit more creative here. It probably would be Taru Black Mage, wouldn't it? Maybe Summoner? That's complicated enough. Or Blue. He would be the Bard, wouldn't he? Yep. Alright, hitting darkness button. Cheers, everybody. It's also a wonderful thing about the holidays. The only time that radio stations play Elvis music anymore. Elvis Christmas carols. Although, I do think that the station that we're listening to this year is kind of dropping the ball. I've heard more Paul McCartney Christmas songs than I've heard Elvis. And that's just silly. Well, I don't know if that's just silly, but it's basically the one Paul McCartney Christmas song ever. And they just keep playing over and over and over again. Kind of like, you know, the 12 Days of Christmas. You know you like that song. I don't. It's like anything other than 5 gold rings. Please. That's it. That's what we need to do. We need to make a crafting episode. 12 crafting episodes incorporating the 12 days of whatever they call Christmas in Final Fantasy XI. I'd say Elvon Blue, since he doesn't really get better but stays relevant and is kind of snobby. LOL. I could see that. Doesn't really get better. Stays relevant. Are you saying that they should nerf Bill Gates? I mean, Blue Mage. Oh no. He's like, no, I didn't say that at all. Look, I'm putting words in my mouth. Dang it. I just got slapped by a raptor twice. That was both cheeks. Alright. We can deal with this. Kinda. Why is it... The clipping, people. You gotta do something about the clipping. Here, just stop. Just stop. Thank you. Do this right. Please. This is why I need a Taru tank. So stuff like this doesn't happen. Cricket, get out of the way. Thank you. Get back in the way. Go on, Cricket. Yeah, you can do it. That's right. Alright, let's go do something to mess stuff up with. Oh, wait, I don't have enough TP now. Great. Maybe this time? Did I mention that I'm casual? I really don't know what I'm doing, especially when I'm drinking. It's like I had the whole trip back from South Lake to plan what we were gonna do tonight. Instead of just listening to German Europop, thinking, I really wish they would sing more in English. Hit darkness button. I'm gonna say, that doesn't look like fusion. We weren't trying to make fusion. And there's our darkness. 10,000. German EBM future pop music is perfect. It is, isn't it? And their music videos are the best. That's really how I kind of got onto it. YouTube was like, hey, you like this video? And actually, it was like the last thing I ever hit the like button to. Yeah, it's alright. And then, since I did that, they're like, oh, then you're probably gonna like this, and this, and this. And I'm like, actually, a lot of this is really bad. Some of it's good, but yeah. Things we do when we play Final Fantasy XI Online. I own a lot of physical CDs from that time. Really? The one band, I don't own CDs, unfortunately. I take full advantage of Amazon Prime, and let's see who I downloaded this time. 2 new bands. Covenant, from Coco's recommendation. They're alright. And the other one that we've been listening to the most lately is And One, which kind of reminds me a little bit of Depeche Mode. Not too much. I don't know if I'll ever be sitting here with a And One t-shirt. Probably not. Just because I have so many Nine Inch Nails t-shirts that statistically not very likely to happen. Both those bands, my Amazon Prime. See? See? There we go. Intelligent minds do think alike. Hit the fight button. Hit the run away button. It's like, psych. Screw you, Cricket. Ow! What the hell, Raptor? It hit me for like 492 points of damage in my bum. Nobody should do that. I'm gonna put like a shield on. Arrgh. It's gotta be the enmity merits, right? Well, that doesn't have to be, but it might be the enmity merits. But technically, don't I have more enmity job points on Bertha than I do on Cyndaquil? Raptor Cyndaquil. When we go back to Final Fantasy XIV, and one day we will have to go back because I'm sure they'll turn this game off one day. That'll be my character, Raptor Cyndaquil. I bought a bunch of DV/Vision MP3s and a few CDs as well. That one I'm not as familiar with. Actually, I don't think so. V&V Nation sounds familiar. Seabound, not so much. What was that other one? The one that had the guy that looked like the gothic, John Travolta. Interlude, I think is what it was. I was talking to Coco about that Sunday night, and he was like, oh my god. It's like a gothic John Travolta. He's like, I can't imagine that. What are you watching? So I sent him a link. Or, actually, I didn't send him a link. He wanted me to send him a link, and I'm like, I'm watching on the Xbox. How do you send links on that? He's like, I thought they canceled the Xbox. And I'm like, why don't you just rip my heart out of its chest and squeeze it in front of me, man? Why are you doing that? Huh? I'm like, why you gotta be so melodramatic? You know, I'm like, I'm not melodramatic. I'm just been drinking. That was not how that conversation actually happened. Just how we remember it happening. Anyways, I told him whatever the description was on the video. I didn't think it was a great video and really not that great of a song, and he agreed. It looked like a gothic John Travolta with red contact lenses making his eyes look red. Totally get behind that. I was like, hey, it's not just me. I thought maybe it was just the lighting. Maybe I see John Travolta everywhere. No. Maybe. Bum, 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 bum. How's this thing not dead yet? We don't have enough DPS out. Is that the problem? I think that's the problem. What can we do to get more DPS, I wonder? We use Tiger. I don't know if Tiger would actually do more damage than Cricket. You might be able to get more skill chains out of it, but let's see. Basically, all we're trying to do is create a darkness skill chain strong enough that Shintoto can cast a spell that will deal even more damage. And it's like the best thing that I can do with my Randy Tiger would simply only be Fusion. And Fusion's not bad. Yurihal likes to cast fire spells. Job point. 35k. Dang! That's why that one took so long to kill. He was healthy. That might have been part of the reason why he hit me so hard, too. I'm gonna run away. Keep running. Ow. Like, why you hit me? It's Cricket. Cricket's the one that attacked you. Logical, right? You send somebody out, kick their butt, they turn around, kick your butt in return. So like, hey, I ain't messing with your go-to man. I don't know where that came from. Maybe a movie? Don't think so. Could have been a movie. It does look like Miss CV is getting hit for 0 points of damage from time to time. There was 10 points. So does that mean she can actually tank this stuff pretty good, or is it only while she has the that spell thingy that paladins use that increases their block chance with the shield? Starts with the letter R, I think. That's a spell. I know this. I just can't remember the name of it right now, because I usually have it macroed. See if we can find it. Reprisal? That's probably it. It's either Reprisal or Recall Marifated Mountains. Reprisal sounds right. Where is it? Should be with the shields, right? Shield spells. There we go. Yeah, see, next to the phalanx. That's what I was thinking. Increases the chance of blocking with a shield and reflects portion of the block damage back to the attacker. You know, kind of like in Star Trek Online when you're tanking and you have this one science ability that causes all the damage being sent to you. It's like a feedback pulse, and sends that damage right back to its attackers. And then the tank's DPS starts going off the scales, because it's like, ha ha. It's like back in the second grade, where it's like, I'm water, you're glue, what? No, I'm rubber, and you're glue. What bounces off me sticks to you. Exactly, except, you know, in space, with energy weapons and stuff. There's also another one where it actually does stick, but it you reverse your shield polarity, and it will cause incoming damage to actually heal your shields. This energy works that way. You can see it now. On the Klingon battlecruiser, you're trying to take it out. You're like, quit firing! Can't you see you're healing him? Ugh. Speaking of let's go to objective list. We haven't done any of these today. Let's go and vanquish multiple enemies, because you get a copper voucher for that. And then we'll go to Unity. Do Unity communication and go yo. Should have done that like an hour ago. Multiple enemies, sure, we can do that. Vermin. These aren't vermin. There's some vermin around the corner. Ooh, vanquish lizards with magic. I like vanquishing lizards with magic and stuff. Vanquish enemy, unity leader, zombie hobo. Alright, and ooh, multiple large fish. Kinda, I want to. Maybe tonight. Probably tomorrow night. We'll come back to it. Spectral jig before I run into something that can rip my face off in 2 hits. Ow. Just because it looks like I'm in tank gear. Don't let the glimmer confuse you. I'm squishy. Run! Keep running! Don't stop running! Haha, you missed me. You can't even hit a Beastmaster. It's like... You're in so much trouble. Alright, team, remember. We want the Black Mage to finish this one off. So don't mess up the skill chains. Totally messing up skill chain. Yep, that's all we're gonna do tonight, isn't it, guys? Messing up skill chains. Oh, there's fusion. Yay for fusion. You can do better than that, can't you? Come on, Araha. Shantoto. At 2 EV. Then 12. Mithra. That rainbow cannon it is pretty neat. I like referring to it as the undulation cannon. And that comes from... It's an anime. It's an old one. Like, almost as old as me. Maybe older. Battleship Yamato. And it was like the one English word that they would use. Prepare the undulation wave cannon, I think is the actual full description. I don't know how accurate that is. It's been probably 35 years since I've watched it. It would have put me at the ripe old age of 7. And, you know, I don't exactly always remember stuff that happened properly when we were 7 years old. But, oh, the good old days. I gotta find out if that's even accurate. I'm just gonna do a Google search real quick here. Undulation wave cannon. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe not, maybe not. Let's just do undulation cannon. Photo, wave motion, gun, space battleship Yamato. Here we go. The wave motion gun was a powerful weapon capable of destroying anything as large as Australia. Its energy comes from the wave motion engine, which is a large device that behaves as a hyperpower capacitor. This capacitor charges up the power input to the critical point of 120%. This is like totally describing Shantoto. At which point the person in charge of the firing mechanism releases the final safety lock, or the trigger, and fires the weapon when ready. Due to the massive need of concentrated power, the barrel of the weapon is required to be long, and in the Yamato's case, the barrel is the whole ship from the engine to the firing gate. Light emitted from the cannon is so intensive that the crew within the light range of the cannon must wear sunglasses, in addition to tinting the window. I don't see undulation anywhere in here. The wave motion gun comes in at least 2 types. The dispersal type, which at certain points spreads out and causes damage to enemy ships in surrounding vicinity. And the concentration type, a more common type. It fires a beam straight forward from the valve. The gun... Oh, hold on. I'm just going to pull this guy. The gun does have one flaw, though. It fires all 6 shots at once. The ship is mounted... The ship that it's mounted on will be destroyed. Though you can recalibrate it, see Yamato Resurrection, it's still risky move to fire all 6 shots at once. I'm really familiar with what all that's about, but yeah. More than one wave motion gun can be mounted into the ship's design. For example, the Andromeda-class battleships and its successors all have 2 wave motion guns that receive its energy through one core. This allows a firepower equivalent or higher than the Yamato, along with more surface area hit with one shot. There's a lot of notes on here. This has nothing to do with Final Fantasy. Unless you want to just pretend that Shantoto is the battleship Yamato. She's probably about just as powerful. Can she go into outer space? I don't see why she can't. Already defies gravity. And check this move out. It's just so evil, so dark, so taru. I'm not trying to say that the Tartar are evil, but have you seen their eyes? They have no soul. Yeah, maybe. Maybe she does. But you can't really see her eyes here because you got a mob in the way. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. No. She's got that little curl to her lip at the edge. Kind of like a Billy Idol little grin. Isn't? Yeah. Well, she's evil. Completely, totally concentrated evil, and she keeps throwing colored balls in my face. Let's back up a little. Maybe creeping people out. Sorry, children. It is a little scary, isn't it? People are gonna have people are gonna have Shantoto nightmares now. It's all my fault. Sorry, internet. Was not my intention. Cheers, by the way. Boom, 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 boom. Hit him in the butt. Wait, was that the kill shot? I think it was the kill shot. Spectral jig. Running this way. Targeting that one over there. Firing cricket. Cricket away. Recall the cricket. Cricket has been recalled. No, I'm not gonna go that far. I was almost about to try my Patrick Stewart impersonation. It's not a very good one. So let's not do that. What are we gonna do though? This doesn't taste nearly alcoholic enough. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I'm just gonna add a little bit. Some people like to add a little bit of whiskey to their cocktails. I like to add a lot. That line was stolen from a Gremlins movie, I think. Yes. Microwaving with Marge. Just now go. What's the best pet for fighting very hard mobs at 99? I just got killed by a Unity mob. And happy Tuesday to you again. Mac 10688. I guess it really depends on which Unity mob you're going after. I've had a lot of success with the cricket, but that's more for like cricket really comes into its own when you have like a lot of AoE trash that you need killed fast. The only problem with the cricket is she really can't take a hit. And if you get the job mastered, then it might be easier, but yeah, I just use the cricket. It's like, I've had the best luck with the cricket when it's been all, how shall we say, old world stuff. Like that one thing that Odin's in. He's doing Kabul Jamufia. I know who that is. I haven't actually fought that guy yet. But he drops, I believe he drops a Beastmaster axe. Sounds about right. We haven't actually done any of the, what you call it, sounds. Treasures of Orgon, you don't need a Taurus monsters yet. I think it starts out with, like, a Fruit Loop bird. And then he comes to rescue it and heals it up and all that other cool stuff. He drops awesome beast tags. And the pop item for another mob I really want. There you go. Let's go and just finish this guy real quick here. Cheers, by the way. I don't know who would be the best against that. What is strong versus birds? Is it Amorphs? Or is it Aquans? I think it's Amorphs. Amorphs are strong against birds, birds are strong against Aquans, Aquans are strong against Amorphs, or something like that. You know this bird well. Considering I've never fought him. I mean, I know about the axe, because I had my eye on it for quite some time. And I was like, hey, Lenos, how are we going to get that axe? Because that looks like a hard fight. And Lenos was like, you know, you don't need that axe. And I'm like, kinda. He's like, no. All you need is love. No, he didn't say that. The Nibiru Tabor with attack 25, magic attack bonus 15. This is all for pet and enmity plus 7. Tiger is best for that, but you will need a dedicated non-NPC tank. I could do that. I'm dedicated and non-NPC, and I have tanking capabilities. Come on over to Quetzalcoatl, man. I'll tank that for you. Kitty's good, because you can just spam the kill button. It's like, Kitty, pounce. You're like, rah! Kitty, pounce again. Rah! And then the tank's all like, hey, Kitty, you're tanking. Kitty, do it again. And Kitty's all like, meow. Oh, it hurts. Kitty never said that. What is Kitty? Kitty! Kitty must be asleep in the other room. She'll wake up. Soon. Probably. We got the TP. We're gonna do this one. The other offhand I like using, you don't necessarily need the Charmer's Merlin unless you really need it, in which case you should get it, but yeah. The other one, Sick and Ready ability delay minus 5%. And since it's an offhand, you'll lose all your TP if you macro it, so that comes with problems. And the other one would be the Dulcitor Tacits, which also Sick and Ready ability minus 5%. Comes in handy. The time you spend switching to Mamool and the bird will pecking flurry your face off. I have the Charmer's Merlin. Congrats! Someone got his Charmer's Merlin before I got mine. I think he got it from a Gobby Fox. Songar Thal. I thought Cyndaquil was lucky, but Song is so much luckier. It's like he doesn't even try. And he's a better Beastmaster, he's a better Thief. Shoot, when I unlock Paladin for him, he's probably going to be a better Paladin. Just because he's Skullfo. Square Enix says that they took out all the racial stats bonuses for each race and they made it more the same for everybody. But really what they did was they just normalized everybody else and they just cranked Galka up to 11. Well done, Square Enix. I approve. Cheers. More job points at Spectral Jig. I don't think I hit Spectral Jig last time. Sweet, I'm Golka. There you go. You know what Golka also needs, or should get? Like a Gill Finder bonus, just for being Golka. It's like, hey look! Found 3 extra Gill. I don't know why, but stuff adds up. Back over here. Speaking of gills, how much do I have at the moment? No, how much. What's the other things? Quest? Alright, sparks aren't capped, unity accolades aren't capped. I'm not too bad about that. Just for being Golka. That's fair, I think. I mean, it's a trade-off, right? For that very slow-looking run animation. Alright, Eevee. You see what you're up to there. I should rename this Trust Party from, you know, just being called Trust to... We're gonna call them Skill Chain Blockers. When we go to Asura and we make a new Link Shell, we're gonna call it Skill Chain Blockers. Somebody on Asura probably... Not if I get that name first. And then we're gonna make the Link Pearl pink. Because, why not? The pink Link Pearls always stand out. Every time that you see one, they're like, hey, it's that pink Link Pearl. They should be a little embarrassed. Wave Cannon! Didn't do that much damage. Fusion! Also didn't do that much damage. Can you do better? I bet. I dare you to be. I dare you to do better, Iroha. And she's all like, Master, I could do better. She doesn't call us Master often enough. It's not for her liking. But then again, wait. Maybe we shouldn't be hitting on 10s in the kid. Probably shouldn't be hitting on 10s in the kid because she is so young. How young is she? She hasn't been born yet. Spoilers! She's from the future. Kind of. really didn't explain that well. Kind of like Chains of Promathia. I mean, everybody says it's a great expansion. When I actually start going back over the details, I'm like, what? It's like, Prish is the chosen one. No, she's not. She's the villain. I was like, okay. So that kid in the opening cutscene with the, you know, he looks really young and he's got those eyes and that shirt. You know the guy I'm talking about. You know, I have it on the trust anything. But yeah. People just say that because you get Raj's ring at the end. I can't disagree with you. You're not wrong, because I don't carry every single ring that I ever received in game, but I do carry the Raj's ring. You might be onto something. It's back when a time that this game was really hard, and it not only required teamwork, it not only required decent gear, it required a little bit of luck sometimes. And it's just like, you know, stuff is never going to go according to plan 100% of the time. Stuff's gonna hit the fan. You know what stuff. And players, you know, what really causes some players to rise above the others is how they react when stuff hits the fan. Some players are like, oh god, the tank's down. Alright everyone, save your 2 hours, we're gonna just wipe and die and reset and do this again. There are those players. I'm sometimes those players. And then there's other times that it's going bad. Like, really bad. And we're like really close to winning, but we're also really close to wiping. And then the white mage uses Benediction, and because she's out of MP, then cures everybody to full and totally pulls hate off the tank. And I use that opportunity to recast Shadows because I was tanking as Ninja. And like, oh no! And she died. She like died in like 3 hits. Great. Looking around, going, I got the hate back. Satan Shadows, but he still got like 50% of his hit points left, and I don't think that we can go the rest of the fight without any hit points. So I had full health, and I remember reading somewhere that if a ninja with full health blows himself up, he'll do maximum damage to the mob. So we took the safety off and we blew ourselves up. Took them down to like 5%. They were able, the rest of the party was able to do enough damage to get them to die. And yeah. And Glory, I think he was either on Red Mage or Dragoon that fight, laughing for like 10 minutes afterwards, just like, and then Dent blew himself up. And like, yeah, well, you know, we didn't get any XP bonus for that. I gave a thumbs up to the White Mage. So, I only did that because you did it. You know, like, that's cool. We got the win. We got the clear. We never have to do that fight ever again. But that was the Mammoth fight, where there's like these 3 humanoid-looking thingies. They're not exactly Zillarts, but they change stances from like one stance to another or something, where they gain resistance to this but take a weakness to that, and all this weird stuff. And yeah, the Mammoths. Wicatron's like, I could have gone another couple of years without thinking about those guys. Now we all need drinks. Cheers, everyone. Happy holidays. Oh, that might be also why I haven't been too interested in getting songs caught up in all there is to get caught up in. It's like, we're gonna have to do the Mammoth fight again. Yeah, man, it's a lot easier in 119 gear. Because that fight's no longer level capped. And there was another player that we wanted to help get through. And he was on Paladin, so I'm like, well, shoot, if he's on Paladin, I'm going to sub Black Mage to my, Ninja, because it was a level 40 cap. And I'm just gonna do the elemental wheel, because you have the knee spells, elemental spells at that level. I'm like, yeah, and I'm just gonna be a DD. And throw money at him. That's basically what you're doing. And he's all like, alright, I'm gonna vote the one on the left, you vote the one on the right, and they'll fight the one in the middle, and we'll see how that goes. And so like, great plan, one problem. It's like, what? I sub Black Mage. It's like, what the? What? What? Why? And they're like, oh, that's gonna be DD Supreme. Yeah, that's the reason I haven't restarted. Ain't no way I'm doing that over again. Aww. Not even if you like create another character with a silly name, because it's always better to read the cutscenes when they're referring to you as a silly name, like Bouncing Bertha. Can you use that as a name? I'm sure somebody's already taken it. It's like Randy Tandy. No, don't do that. Sorry to everybody named Tandy, or Randy, even. I thought there should be too many of y'all left, but really, who names a kid after a Radio Shack computer? Blackbeard Randy is already taken. Curses. Foiled again. But what if you just, you know, change some of it around, so instead of saying Blackbeard, what if it says, like, Black Bread Randy? Because you know players aren't necessarily going to... But what if you misspell it, too, right? Because human brain is smart enough to know what you actually mean when you read something that is misspelled. Oh, goodness. Going over here. Hey! These raptors are having a powwow. It's not a powwow. It's a huddle. Yep. With football players. Not that we watch football this season. What the boss was talking about on Monday. It's like, you see those Cowboys? I'm like, nope. Boycotting the game. It's like, they looked horrible. And I'm like, oh, yeah. It's the Cowboys. Cowboys only have two stances. They either look really good, or they look really bad. And to be honest, they haven't really looked really good in over 20 years. Oh my god, it has been that long, hasn't it? Ugh. Oh well. Let's do some darkness. Iroha, Shantoto, don't mess this up. Iroha! God, dang it. Woman. Never listen. Become a Dolphins fan. Cut out all that extra and just look like a dumpster. Sorry, Miami. It's only funny because it's true. Also, when the Cowboys are having a bad season, then I fall back to Nikki's favorite team, which is the Minnesota Vikings. And I remember asking her about that because she had this very large... I don't remember if it was a quilt or a blanket or something. It was a Vikings big giant thing, wall hanging. And I remember looking at it thinking, are the Vikings even still around? They disbanded. It's like, yes, they're still around. They just have had a pretty bad decade is all. Then they got Adrian Peterson and started doing quite a bit better. Then Adrian Peterson got caught up in some political nonsense. Now he's playing for the Saints. Oh. Which I understand, he's from Texas. He wanted to come back to the South because Minnesota's cold. And he wanted to be closer to family. And I think he really wanted to play for the Cowboys. He's with the Cardinals now? Oh my goodness. Really? So this is what happens when I don't pay attention. Or boycott stuff. Saying straight at him. Wow. Well, sorry, New Orleans. Arizona's a much better state than Louisiana. Only, oh no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. That's the state that borders the state that I live in. You know, my sister was born in Beaumont, and that's practically just like Louisiana. We're gonna put the drink down now. Just gonna piss off everybody before the night is over. Remember, everyone, half of what I say is in jest. And the other half I won't remember in the morning anyways, and I hope you still respect me. Almost said it with a straight face. Come on back! We're gonna hit the... Ow! Not the bum. It's like, maybe I should sub-ninja. Do ninja stuff. Like a Teenage Mutant Beastmaster Ninja Mithra with her sidekick, Bertha, the Super Cricket. Somebody should make that into a webcomic. Somebody probably already has. They probably got sued. Borrowed too much from another property. Really? Competed with the Cardinals. That's like not near to Texas. But maybe he's got family in Arizona. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to be in the South. Or maybe he has no choice over it, because, yeah, I guess when you get traded, it's not one of those, hey man, you want to go to Arizona? Like, I'd really not to. Too bad, you're going there. We just traded you. Wonder what they got in place for him. That guy is scary. I mean, running back, I think. I'm pretty sure running back. I've seen him cross the goal line, touchdown, dragging 3 defenders. One defender's wrapped around his right leg, the other is wrapped around his left leg, and the other is like wrapped around his midsection, just trying to pull him down and, you know, stop the touchdown from happening. And he's just 3 steps in. And I'm like, that had to have been like what, 1,200 extra pounds he was dragging? Oh my goodness. Ron Farr cat! Happy Tuesday, Ron Farr. He was not happy in New Orleans. Got like 3 carries a game. It's like, yeah, it's... When I found out he went to the Saints, it kind of... I was like, oh, really? There? But, you know... I'm also kind of disappointed he just didn't finish out his career with the Vikings, because... what people really think of. And it's probably gonna be one of those things like with, shoot. That one Dallas player that went for the Cardinals for a season, then retired, but they decided to bring him back to Dallas, trade him back, make him a Cowboy, then retire him so he could retire as a Cowboy. What's that guy's name? I think he was also a running back. It was like during the Aikman days. Long time ago. Emmett? That sounds right. Emmett Smith? Maybe? Probably. Die, Raptor, already. Emmett Smith. Thank you. Here we are talking about football. NFL's gonna sue me. They're like, this video needs to be taken down. You are rebroadcasting the game. And I was like, no, well, kinda. Fight! Alright, we won't fight you. Fight! Or what would happen if I pulled 2 of them? You get double the capacity points? Heal. Wasn't it Emmitt Smith who won Dancing with the Stars? Or am I thinking of somebody else? You beat that one guy from Saved by the Bell. The other guy was like really upset about it. It's like, it's just a popularity contest. It has nothing to do with dancing. And I'm like, yeah. Of course it is. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a politics. It has nothing to do with government. It's all about popularity. Maybe. No, that's more accurate than it is. But let's not talk about politics. Or Dancing with the Stars. That's a show I never watch. Straight face. I can say that because, you know, I do watch some television. Actually, the only thing this season, though, that I've been kept up with has been The Orville on Fox. Because I ain't paying CBS no more money to watch Star Trek. I wait for one of my friends to, like, do that for me. And I was like, hey, man, I saved it to a flash disk drive. You want that? Yeah. The one that hurt me was Barry Sanders retiring early. He would have put all-time rushing yards completely out of reach. Yeah. Is yours ready? Just stupid. There is. I remember one night watching Monday Night Football, and they were comparing top 5 quarterbacks currently in the NFL that have top 5 passing yards, and Romo was in there. And they're like, this guy has a Super Bowl ring, this guy has a Super Bowl ring, this guy doesn't. Romo doesn't, but that guy does. He's like, Romo's stats were there to be in the Super Bowl. You know, we always bet it in the playoffs, but then people were like, I don't know what happened to Romo, man. He's just not the same. And I'll tell you exactly what happened to Romo. We got rid of T.O. And I'm probably the only guy in Dallas that liked Terrell Owens and thought it was a mistake that we got rid of him. It's like the only reason he got that many. The only reason Tony Romo was able to do as well as he did because we had Terrell Owens catching all those passes. That's all I'm going to say with that. T.O.'s great. He never had blockers. He was just like trying to tackle. Whoosh! Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Tuesday. Hit the spectral jig. Almost hit the wrong button. I was like, this doesn't even look like the right macro line. Probably not the right macro line. Fight! Turn around. Xbox was like, we got Mortal Kombat 10 on sale this week for $8. You know you want Mortal Kombat 10. And I'm like, is that the one that kind of looked like the RPG? No, I don't think that was it. It was like, I want to say there was a Mortal Kombat that kind of looked like it had a story mode with little cutscenes in between. And then in between the cutscenes, you would be like fighting stuff, and it was like a fight on a helicopter. Those Steelers. I like the Steelers. When they were in Dallas for the Super Bowl playing Green Bay, I was rooting for the Steelers. They didn't win. I wish Ricky didn't want to go smoke weed in a trailer more than play for Miami. Super fun. Aww. Fusion! No, wait, that's light. You think we'll ever get any trust NPCs that can do Light 2 or Darkness 2? Because that would be cool if we could do that. Probably not, though. Probably lessen it for everybody else in the group. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know how many times I had to kill Quetzalcoatl to get the necessary amount of beads needed to make that weapon? You're like, yeah? And you're just going to give it to this guy because he got our trust NPC? Oh, yeah. What of it? They should make Usi I May Do Light 2. Yes! They should. Although she'd probably miss it half of the time. Usually being Unity Concord. Yes. Oh, God, I gotta work tomorrow too. Unity Concord. Darkness. Make it happen. That's the only reason we don't use Aime. She's all like, I'm ready. And she like fires off her weapon skill and one of two things will happen. One, she'll miss. Or two, she'll fire up her weapon skill when the mob has like 1% health left. I'm not saying her accuracy is bad, but I'm saying maybe, just maybe, she was an Elvon in a past life. Those of y'all that ever leveled a Elvon Dark Knight back in the good old days know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, her accuracy is bad. That's how they even it out, you know. Not everybody can have spot-on accuracy. I believe... Who else has bad accuracy? Hold on. I'll remember here in just a moment. Maybe I won't. I'm going to cheat and look it up. It's going to be in the purple stuff. Lilithset. Lilithset has bad accuracy. And she also likes to do AoE stuff. She was a stormtrooper in a past life. I mean, the stormtroopers were so bad with their shots, and this was in the original version, not the re-releases, because they tried to clean it up in the re-releases. The stormtroopers were so bad that they would shoot through their own men, or the other stormtroopers, and instead of actually hitting and killing the stormtroopers that they were shooting, the lasers would just go right through them and then miss the rebels. That's a bad shot. It's like, oh. And yet, didn't Star Wars get like some Oscar wins for best special effects? It was a different time, people. We weren't as judgmental as we are nowadays. The internet's awesome, isn't it? Gulkas. Gulkas have bad accuracy? I don't remember that. It's like most of the Gulkas that I remember playing with were on Monk. And they were like, Gulkas make the best monks. And I'm like, why is that? Because with Gulkas, we got Vitality. Vitality is a modifier to a lot of our stats. I'm like, okay, that's the reason for your best? Yep. And so why not Elven? What do you mean? Elven can make good monks. They got the strength, which is a modifier. They got the mind, which is another modifier. Why not Elvon? They also got that foot tapping action when they slash fish. You're like, well, they got that accuracy problem. So it's like, all the stats in the world ain't gonna do anything if you can't even hit the mob. This is true. This is very, very true. All the stats in the world ain't gonna do anything if you go whiff, 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 whiff. 100 fists becomes 100 whiffs. I'm not saying that that's what Elvons are like. Probably not. Mithra. Mithra made the best monks back in the good old days. Because they got all that dexterity bonus. And dexterity translated into crits. Crits translated into more damage. See where I'm going with this? Yep. And that's why I made Cyndaquil a Mithra. I don't think I got that one. There was like a bug crawling on my speaker. And I'm like, is that a bug, or did I like spit out some cocktail and it land on the speaker? So I tried punching it and it flew away. Cursed. Maybe better luck next time. I thought we just did this move. Boom, boom, boom. Holy crap, climbing that tower is a pain. Finish Winders, Mushrooms, Rington. What tower? The tower in Winders? It's not that bad. Wait till they start climbing that hill in that one zone. I can't remember the name of it right now. The, it's in, I think it's over in Oregano, isn't it? Maybe? Ottawa Chasm. That sounds right. Has that one hill that you have to be careful because you could fall off, fall to the ground, start over again. Random places get blocked off. And they're like, I think I screwed up. They're like, what? Why? They're like, it's not gonna let me go to the top, man. I've been on this hill for like 3 hours. And you know they never put a home point crystal up there? I know they put a geomancer thingy, I think. I want to say. And maybe you'd be able to teleport up there if you're a geomancer, but you would still need to climb up there the first time. Reasons. Getting really warm. Which is, I guess, a plus. Last night it was cold. I'm not sure what the weather's going to do this week. Some people, I think AccuWeather said it was going to be like a cooler tomorrow, and then warming up the rest of the week. I should just turn the air conditioner back on. Maybe I never turned the air conditioner on. It's probably just one of those things. It's not cool enough to get the AC to come on, but also not... It's not warm enough to get the AC to come back on. Or warm enough for the... It's just in limbo. That's what we're going to do there. Darkness. Haven't checked 11 the last few days to see if you already answered there, but you don't play Pokemon Sun and Moon anymore. I really hate to say this. I'm still stuck in the tutorial in the beginning. It is so slow. It is so boring. I'm like, oh god, please just let me get into the game. Just let me get into the... Oh man, it's like, it's an hour long. Or is it like 3 hours? It's offensively long. It's like there should be an update to the game. It's like skip tutorial? Yes! But, yeah. Lotherics. Happy Tuesday. Right now it's negative 3 degrees where I live, which is like 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Dang. That's cold. I played a few games with long beginnings like that. I can't imagine an air conditioner right now. No. No, I would not. I wouldn't expect that either. It was... Driving home from South Lake was... It was like cold in the car. And I was all like, alright, I'm gonna turn the heater on. And then it got like hot in the car, so then I tried to find a happy medium spot with the dials where Goldilocks zone. That's what I was looking for. The Goldilocks zone. It's Texas down here. So it doesn't stay cold for long. Sometimes 10 minutes. That's like 10 minutes of frozen hell, but yeah. There is no such thing as a happy medium temperature in the car. It's always a battle. It's one thing I do enjoy the most about the Chrysler is it has his and hers temperature dials. So she's cold, you're hot, both set it to whatever you want. On a bad day, it's going to cause a thunderstorm to form in between you over the stick shift. Those are all that have taken some basic meteorology courses know what I'm talking about. I'm playing a great one right now that isn't nearly all story. In 120 minutes of playing, I've only had one battle. The rest is story scenes. Normally that'd be horrible, but it's such a great story. Yeah, the temperature in Florida is right between when we switch from AC to heater. It was funny. It was on Friday night. A friend came by dropping me off after... I wanted him to be the designated driver, but it didn't work out that way. I'm going back to my place, and he's like, do you have the heater on? And I'm like, no. It's the air conditioner. He's like, it's really hot in here. I'm like, what do you keep your air conditioner set at? He's like, 72. And I'm like, how can you afford to have kids? Those of you with kids know what I'm talking about. I keep mine at 77, except when I stream. And I got all these bright lights on me. I'll crank it down to 76 sometimes. Feels like we're just a little bit too far away. We got the Haysum on? Yeah, the Haysum was good. Get some there. You see it's set for 78, right? Because otherwise, if you lowered it like 75, the thing would never turn off. It would just non-stop trying to cool, keep trying to cool, keep trying to cool. And it would be like the unstoppable force, which is the southern heat, versus an unmovable object, which would be the air conditioner, set at 72. GameStop has it set for 69.7. Yeah, well, retail businesses that use commercial air conditioners, yes, I see the point to that, because you don't want your customers coming in going, oh god, it's really hot in here. You don't want your employees going, oh god, it's hot in here. I'm going to be so rude to all the customers. And then I always have that one technician that's always like, you know, these drugs in the pharmacy, they're only supposed to be kept at room temperature. I think we're going to lose our entire stock unless somebody lowers the air. Freeze instead? That means you're not working hard enough. Run around more. Oh no, I am turning into that guy. It's like anybody who's cold at work just obviously isn't working hard enough. For a second there, I couldn't tell if that was my phone vibrating or a truck driving by. Let's get to that point too. Cheers! Your living room is bigger than my store. No room for... Wait, which living room? This is like the, this is really like the... No, this would be the living room. That's supposed to be the dining area. But that's where I got the TV set, because... Dining area. Who eat? Nah, that's not true. A lot of folks still make food and cook. And good stuff, not stuff they just put in the microwave, you know, like, hey! Bean Burrito Deliveries. Mighty Waffle, 51. I forgot what day it was, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday! Is it still Tuesday? Another hour. There we go. You know what we forgot to do at the very beginning of the fight? Beginning of the stream. See how many job points we already had. Gonna be a lot of Apex Raptor stuff. Happy Almost Turkey Day 2. I don't know if I'm gonna have turkey this season. This week. I know the dinner that I'm going to on Saturday, isn't going to be turkey dinner. She already told me that. She says, we're just going to do some good old-fashioned German cooking. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. And then whatever Mom decides to order. We'll probably have fried chicken in Austin Thursday. That's kind of cool. And over here. How many job points are you at total for Beastmaster at the moment? Let's find out. Status. Job point. Beastmaster. 38 plus 1,530, which I don't need a calculator for that. It would be 1,568. So it's not so bad. Got a long, long way to go. And I really feel like I should have more buffs up on my buff bar. Excuse me. This goes to show, if you do something long enough, you too will get the final capacity point bonus for your Beastmaster. I thought I was doing pretty good with my 5 on Ninja. You are doing pretty good with your 5 on Ninja. You can get your first capacity point bonus, not that long since it's 2,100 total. The first 100 are probably the hardest. After you get your first 100, it really gets a lot easier. And then once you go over 1,000, it really starts to speed up because you got so many capacity point bonuses. It's like that last mob that we killed. How much capacity points did we get from him? 28,352. I mean, given that's with a lot of bonuses and the fact that we kind of got the XP chain bonus going on. I'm in that weird intermediate phase where I completed that coming back to FF11 after 10 years guide on BG. Nice. I don't know who put that guide together, and I don't know if you're listening, watching. Thank you. That has probably been one of the best things. Anybody that loves this game wants to come back. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. There's nobody in Volcrum Dunes. So you have no idea what to do. I mean, in case you don't have access to BG Wiki in your country, the other thing that you can do is called the Records of Eminence. Just start with the very first objective list tutorial, basics, first step forward. Just read it, follow what it says. It's going to unlock the next one. You do that, follow what it says. Keep going down the list till you get everything. By that point, you'll have a fairly solid beginning. But there's other players that ask, should I reactivate my account or should I just start a new one? There are pluses to both. In the end, I think there's more bonuses to reactivating your old account. But that's too hard. Or maybe you just always wanted to be a Taru. Reroll. Yeah. Done all those basics. Got at least starting 119 gear. Nice. Going on. Always reactivate if you can. I agree with that. Reactivation. Not only will maybe you see somebody that you used to know still on your friends list, just the happy memories. And all that other stuff that you've already completed that you don't have to do a second time around. Hopefully you remember doing it. Maybe not. I always forget what point am I at on this character? You don't want to redo all the Genkai and so, well, I mean, they made a lot of the Genkai fights a lot easier. Even the, collect the bomb coal, the thing from the lick, Papyrus, paper, and then what was that last one? The X-ray mold. Yeah, get those 3 things. I think they have triple question marks now in the zones that you can click on and get those instead. Oh, pretty good. Thinking of transferring servers, though. Servers, well, I think you know. Quetzalcoatl is not a Sura. If you like Beastmaster, you'll probably be very happy on a Quetzal. Search all. We have 297 players on. Asura probably has that exact number except with a 0 behind it, but probably true. This is what I'm going to suggest, because this is cheaper to do it this way. Before, I mean, and it's cheap right now to transfer servers. It's half price. I forget when that ends, but right now it is half price. Normally, I say spend the buck, create a brand new character, level that up to 99. You'll find a link show. There's plenty of folks out there that are like, hey, new player, you want a Pearl? 23rd. And that sounds right. And that's Thursday, which is 24, 48 hours from now. Wow. Ish. And 25, 49 hours from now. Ish. More California time. But anyway, let's not worry about the times. And just find out, do you like the community? Are people doing what you want? Are the shouts that you're seeing what you expect? Zones that you go to, are they overcrowded with guild sellers? Maybe you like guild sellers, maybe you don't. I'm not judgmental. I'm very judgmental, but I really don't care about the guild sellers. I'm not buying and they're not selling to me, so, you know, we just respect each other for what we do. Playing the game. 23rd is just another Thursday in Japan, so what do they care? Because Friday is payday. And people are like, finally I got enough money to buy the thing. Well, it's half. No! Oh, it ended! Oh, now I gotta pay full price. Why, Square Enix? Why? Isn't Japan ahead of us? So wouldn't that be like a Saturday for them? You know, the louder the engine in your car just basically tells everybody the smaller something else is in your pants. Shoot, that's kind of a... Apologize, that might be worth dropping $1 into the swear jar, but yeah. Ludicrous speed. It's funny is they're not really going that fast. They're just going really loud. I mean, it's not the exhaust noise that shows how fast you are. It's the throttle. If that's loud, oh my god! And I've heard some loud throttles. Ow. Yeah. And then you got some pretty decent speed. They're ahead of us by 12-ish hours. Is it only 12? I guess it would be, but I don't know. Just know Japanese midnight time in Japan is like 9 or 10 a.m. for me. So that'd be like, whatever 12 plus 3 is. Somebody woke up the kitty. Oh, we're in trouble now. That's like the one plus side to having a camera point in this direction, and you see a little window of yourself in the lower right-hand corner. You can actually use it to check your blind spots. Because everybody that has a computer, now let me rephrase that. Every guy that has a computer and you have a spouse that lives with you, really good idea to get some rearview mirrors, just so, you know, when they're sneaking up on you. I was suggesting to one of my drinking buddies the other night that what he needs is a laser detection system set up so that when somebody walks through this area, it trips the laser alarm, and have that set up to a power switch which automatically cuts all power to your PC, preventing them from accidentally stumbling upon whatever it is that you might be doing. He's like, dang it, who turned off the game? I was playing Final Fantasy, we were about to get a job point. Rubber mirrors would be cheaper though. And probably easier to install. Not that I have a rubber mirror on my computer. Not that, well no, like I said, I just got the camera. I don't have the camera on all the time. So I think I do. Kill. Alright, so I want to make 4 jobs mastered on Cyndaquil. I want to do 1 tank, which I already done. I want to do 1 DPS, which is kind of what this is going to be. I also want one support job, and then one healer job. So white mage. Maybe scholar, but probably white mage. Seems easier. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for a support yet. Not going to be bard. At least I don't think it's going to be bard. Watch it turn out to be bard. It's like, oh no, you know how many instruments they got to carry? I don't think they have to carry that many actually once you get the relic and mythic stuff. You only can get 4 songs on, right? That's all people need. That and love. But what would be a better one? Corsair. I think I would like Corsair. Since it's all luck based. Kinda ish. Blade only mage job back in 75 days. I'm only doing damage dealers now. Damage dealers kind of work really well with the trust system because you have to be actually engaged in combat with whatever you're fighting. Like you got to be swinging your staff or whatever. And otherwise, if you stop, then your trust NPCs are like, oh, I guess the fight's done. Yeah, Thief or GTFO. Just kidding, maybe. Thief could be a support job, right? Can't Treasure Hunter be considered support? Actually, lovely Thief. Thief is awesome. I think Thief is just going to one day accidentally get job mastered, not through any choice of my own, just because I love going to Dynamis and farming coins and Dynamis. There's just something, and this is, we're talking Dynamis 2.0, not the old stuff, not the new stuff, just the in-between stuff that you can solo, that I can solo. Thief is the only thing I've mastered still. Nice. I think. I know the bonus everybody gets for the cooldown thingy. What's the 100 point bonus for Thief? I should know this. Now, they probably have it. Job point. Thief. Let's see. Go down to 100. There it is. It's superior to maximum treasure hunter value. Okay. Well, yeah, that's kind of like support. Although, if you ask the various denizens of Asura, I'm apparently leveling trash jobs. Wow, Asura. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. It's like, and why is this the most populated server? I know why it is, because Reddit, and, you know, I'm just kind of glad I'm not on Reddit. Oops, I forgot to hit heal. Since you almost never hit the treasure hunter max. Oh, because of the maximum treasure hunter value? Tell me about it. This past weekend, when I was doing the anniversary quest, and I was trying to farm a magic skull off the ghouls, you would think, oh man, I'm going to take my level 99 treasure hunter, I got all this treasure hunter plus stuff on, I'm going to hit it, and it's going to be like 2 magic skulls dropped. I killed like 30 of those guys with all this treasure hunter gear on. I even had the silly rabbit hat on, because that had treasure hunter. And this stuff wasn't dropping. And I'm like, did they break Thief? I think they broke Thief. Those EN speaking Reddit users. That Kitty will come back, don't worry. Kitty always comes back. I'm not sure what she's looking for. Her food's over here. Maybe she's going to the bathroom. In which case, let her stay over there for a little bit longer. One thing my cat has in common with a very, very, very old man is the bathroom smell. And I was like, what the hell did you... Sorry. And this is another reason why you should not be eating junk food and pizza every night after the age of 35. Or you too will start to smell like dirty. Oh, that's okay. That's, you know. Yesterday was a fasting day. Tomorrow's going to be a fasting day. Today was shove as much sushi in down my throat as I can day. Yeah. She walked out through the doorway on the side. Here she is. Hey, D. How you doing? Uh-huh. Did you hear about Charlie Rose? What she didn't say. Dang it. That really upset me. Found out about that. Screw that. This is America. It is, too, and I'm not going to tell people not what to do. It's just, you know... Just make sure your bathroom has a fan. 45, and only do pizza once every 2 weeks or so. I think that's my average as well, but... do a lot of takeout. Oh my goodness. Actually, I say takeout. I have it delivered. Because they got delivery services here in Dallas now. And there's just something, is like... yeah, I really want tacos, but yeah, I really don't want to climb down 3 flights of stairs, get in the car, drive to the place, sit in the drive-thru line. Drive-thru line tells you, could you park over there? We haven't finished your food yet. It's like, I'd love to do it every day. Then come back, climb the 3 flights of stairs, and then eat it. I was like, nah, you know what would be easier? Hit a button on your phone. Have somebody deliver it. Well, you get to stay in Final Fantasy XI and fish on the ferry. That's just... I just don't know how to say that's better. It's like, then you get the guy that comes and is like, I've got your delivery from Denny's. And we got sausage, we got bacon, we got hash browns, we got cheesecake, because, you know, you always get cheesecake when you go to Denny's. Save that for last. Sometimes we save it for first. Let's hit the heal button. I don't want you in the front there. There we go. Mag and pipe. Galloping kitty? What's up, D? Yeah, you know she just came back from the litter box when she's running around like that. Sampler set. Ooh! The appetizer. I really don't like Denny's appetizers. They're too greasy. Fade out! 81. Happy Tuesday. We're running over here. Gonna stab the stuff in the side. And it's gonna die more slowly. Wow, so that's what Iroha's flaming arrow looks like from head on. Why doesn't she, like, accidentally hit the ground? She's gonna do this twice. Really? How come you never do this when I'm tanking? You only do it when Shantoto and Archangel. Denny's mozzarella sticks are my jam. I really want to like those, because I like cheese and I like fried stuff, but... I'll make myself hungry again. Long time YouTube watcher, why thank you. Finally decided to join Twitch. Welcome to Twitch! It's a, what can I say? It's a Final Fantasy XI community. From the good old days, Final Fantasy XI was the good old days, and... You have WoW players who freak out when stuff doesn't go right and start yelling at folks and cussing and all this other stuff. And then you have Final Fantasy XI players who, by and by, are more mellow, more mature, carefree, and we care about our fellow players. Mozzarella sticks are really easy to make at home, and they always come out better anyways, but they like that Denny's magic. Playing since the North American release? Nice, still love this game, isn't it? It's... I mean... I've been playing... shortly after they released Chains of Promathia. The missus and I wanted to avoid the game because we kind of suspected that, just like all other Final Fantasy games, we would probably just spend all our time playing this and nothing else. And I really wanted to finish Gran Turismo. Job point! 44 freaking job points! How much time we got left? 47 minutes. Oh my god, that raptor was standing on top of that rock. Can't have that. We'll get him, Bertha. Tell him what's up. We're gonna run back this way. I don't know if I really need to use Spectral Jig nearly as much as I do. I just know that one time that I forget to hit it, you'll be all like, hey, you're fighting the other things now. All the other things. We're gonna... Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit that button. Should just level DD and play Gran Turismo looking for party. And then that would be... Well, not on the PS2, because you only play one game at a time. No interest in joining a server. I can't say that there's no interest, but Quetzalcoatl has always been my home. It was my first server. And I don't know. It's... There are plans very, very far down the line to create a new character on another server. And one day we probably will do a Sura, but it's not anytime soon. It's going to be more... We're going to do that same thing on Odin first, because I've got friends on Odin. And I just want to see their faces. I'm like, hey, look! It's a short version of Danger. So I'm going to totally pick the short model next time. Quit around the time Wings of the Goddess was at like 3 missions. Oh, I remember that month. That was when... That first month was when campaign battles were really easy, and then Square Enix had an update, and they just basically upped the difficulty of the campaign battles because we were winning too often. And they're like, can't have that. And then it's all like, alright, I'm gonna run over here, I'm gonna 100... Oh my god, he one-shotted me! He didn't do that last week! Yeah, I remember that time very, very well. Picked up shortly after PlayStation 2 release. Since my brother got it, ended up going pretty far. Brother was super mad at that because he loved... Campaign's awesome. It's... Especially in the good old days, it was just... Yeah. You don't have to get in a group. You don't have to get in a party. You just... I mean... Wasn't there a point where they just automatically put you into parties? Legions, I think it was what it... Maybe? Something? I don't know. And you got choice of spoils after the fight, and all the other fun stuff, but... Yeah. I remember there were a lot of people that were upset at bards who would, pick up the tags, do a couple bard songs, then turn in for a tabulation, get some points, and then, you know, they weren't actually doing anything. They were just manipulating the system. And I'm like, why do we care if they're manipulating the system or not? Just pretend they're not there, because technically they're not there. What are you doing, cat? Apparently she got caught doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing behind the TV. Fight. Heal. Run back down here. She's got that stance to her. Hi. Coming over here. Oops. Uh-huh. Okay, that's fine. Whoop, turn around there. Deoden! Happy Tuesday, Deoden. Come on. I'm not gonna pick you up. You're gonna have to up. Hop. Maybe you know, but what is the difference between Iroha 1 and Iroha 2? Iroha's 1, her bangs don't show. That's not true. One's got red hair, the other has... not red hair. I think it's black, isn't it? Definitely either a dark brown or a black. Let's go ahead and use another reward button here. Even though... Actually, no, I'm not going to use another reward button because Cricket is probably coming pretty close to her 2-hour time period. I know we didn't use her exactly at 9 o'clock, but we got 30 minutes left on the Trizec ring, so she's got less than 30 minutes. So we're not going to use a biscuit on her. Finally home for work and ready to play. Congrats, isn't that great? Coming home, playing Final Fantasy XI. Making some gills. Speaking of which, hey, you don't have like 40 million gil I could borrow. And by borrow, I mean never pay back. Actually, I probably do. No, it's okay. Don't do that. You ready to hit darkness? Hitting darkness! Don't mess it up, guys. Don't mess it up. Actually, I just need to type that in party chat. Don't mess it up. And then Shantos will go, oh! Because she'll mess it up. Boom, 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 boom. Ah. Good old days. Makes me all sentimental. I don't know if my playstyle, which is casual, would mix too well with everybody on Asura. Everybody on Quetzal is very friendly with one, well, except for that one guy. But most people on Quetzalcoatl are very friendly with one another. Beastmaster, hi Beastmaster, wonderful, wonderful person. Pretty decent player too. I think I accidentally tossed my Trizac ring. Oh no! I'd love to expect I don't have 40 million gil on. Oh! Accept, not expect. I misread that. Have I ever had 40 million gil? 20 million is usually my upper tier. It's like, I got 20 million gil. You gotta spend it. You gotta spend it. You can't hold on to this. Save? Pfft, who saves? It's like, I had 20 million. I remember when I had my first 20 million because I wanted cross counters. God, were they that expensive back then? I don't remember how much I spent, but I spent a lot. Unfortunately, when I had the money, they weren't on the auction house. And then I decided to look at Peacock Charm to see if Peacock Charm was on the auction house, and it was. It was going to be less than the cross counter, so I went in and spent way too much money on that. Then we had to fish up another 10 mil, and that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Afraid I may mispronounce your name, Flame Wukong Twitch. Happy Tuesday. I hope I said that right. Please let me know if I did or if I didn't. Not to mention, I need 87,000 Alexandrites. Wow. Inflation got pretty bad on Garuda. MP pin was 24 million. Oh. I had the MP hair pin. I didn't farm it, I just bought it on there. I think it was like maybe 1 million when I got it, maybe it was like 2 million. Definitely pass it around quite a bit. I don't know who has it right now. I know Cyndaquil doesn't. But it was a good piece. I think it was pretty much expected to have for ninjas, especially at that level. Thank you. Hit the panic button when I drop under 100 mil. It's like, oh my goodness. We have less than 9 digits in our equipment slot. When do I hit the panic button? Nah, I don't hit the panic button. I've gotten Cyndaquil as low as like 1,000. Actually, no. There was one time Cyndaquil wasn't able to use a warp crystal because she didn't have enough gil on her. I'm like, oh god. Oh, we screwed up. But it's kind of cool. MP Pin and Leaping Boots were a combined 50-ish mil. Yeah. Pretty much expected to have them on any job that could use them. Yeah. And I remember inviting ninjas that were looking for a party. And then they're like, alright, you're tanking. They're like, no, I'm not. They're like, you subbed warrior. They're like, yeah, but I don't have Utsumi. I'm like, why are you leveling ninja if you don't have Utsumi? They're like, because I want to be a DPS ninja. I'm like, alright. Make your own party. We kicked. Yell again. Looking for a tank! We'll take a Dark Knight that's a warrior. It should work out too well. I think there were 2 kinds of players that I think had trouble tanking in the dunes. One would have been Dark Knight, subbing warrior, and the others would have been warrior with no sub job, because there were a few of those. The sub jobs actually had a bonus. Dent, do you stream every night? We try to stream every weekday. This year we have not been very good about that. I do take the weekends off to play other games, do laundry, save my voice, you know, stuff like that. The good old days of Warrior Monk tanks until about level 40. Yeah, it was around that time that stuff just hit too hard. Oh, hi, Dent. I've been watching your YouTube. Why, thank you. I'm gonna mispronounce your name too, I bet. Kezius. Happy Tuesday. If you remember the hilarious feud between Bard and Red Mage. Oh, because of the, I can do anything that... Wait, I can do anything that you can do better? I can do anything better than you. Red Mage is like, can you sleep a bunch of mobs? I can do that. Can you refresh? I can do that. Can you do this? And they hit the convert button. And it like swaps all your hit points for all your magic points. Hmm? Can you? Like, no, I can't do that. But I can do this, and then they hit their 2 hour and have this like little disco ball. And start doing slash dance. Slash dance doesn't work in this game. It has to be like slash dance 1, slash dance 2, dance 3, dance 4. The obvious answer was always Bard plus Red Mage. Haste! Waltzes! Refreshes! The XP chains never stop. Except when they do. Or you run out of mobs. Sometimes you run out of mobs. Sometimes you level up. And it's like... I think we killed all the crabs in Volcrum Dunes. Should we start pulling the goblins? They're like, yeah, let's start pull the goblins. They kind of kill themselves. 6 MP a tick between refresh and battles. Back when that was good. That was good. It's still good. There's just better now. Should. Back when you were getting like 6,000 experience points an hour was considered good. Now you get like... You get more of that just in 1 kill. 1 hour? Try 1 minute. 1 minute's too slow, man. You should be getting like 1,000,000 XP an hour. Otherwise you're wasting yours and everybody else's time. That's not true. I don't feel that way. My idea of a pleasant evening back in the good old days. Sitting on the couch with an alcoholic beverage, fishing up milk carps on a man named Dent. 6K an hour was like, alright, let's bind the link show, we need to form a static right now. It's only funny because it's true. Can't wait to get back at FF11. I'm going to do all out on blue this time. Nice. I don't even know the refresh my bar can put on a person these days. I don't either. It's like... I know there's jobs that get like auto refresh, but I have... Ow! Why are you so mean? I just threw a cricket on you, and you're like, I'm gonna rip your butt off. It's just mean. Why are raptors so mean and fast? I just had a flashback to my very first Great League City. No! We knew Bertha was going away, but I didn't think it was gonna be now. Curses. I hate it when that happens. Every single time. I'll finish the story, don't worry. Just gotta get Bertha back. Abilities, job ability, familiar. That looks good. Hit the fight button. Oh, now you're in trouble. We got a brand new cricket. She's fresh. She's ready to go. Some crazy haste and dual wield is. They kept nerfing that though, it seemed like. It's gotta be 25k a tick now. Would you believe somebody told me that the Puppet Master tank automaton can get like 200k a tick auto regen? You know what I would do with 200k tank auto regen? I would not have any cure skill ups. Not at all. I was reading a guide on how to time job abilities to not interrupt your swings for max DPS and was like, what? Alright. It was like Monk. That was my main for a decade. And the one thing, the one job ability, 100 Fist. Just gotta be sure. When you 100 Fist, don't do anything else. Put the keyboard down, put the controller down. Just keep pointed at the mob. Don't weapon skill, it's gonna slow you down. Don't use any job abilities, it's gonna slow you down. Do all that stuff beforehand. And then when 100 Fist wears off, weapon skill. Or use those job abilities and weapons. So divided on what to do. 150 job points to Master Black Mage. I would do that. Or Chapter 10 runs to upgrade Relic. Get the 150 job points because this isn't going to be going on right now. I mean, this is not going to be going on forever. I mean, chapters ain't going anywhere. Vote it off me. Is Dark still decent? Yeah, I think so. I see a lot of Sams, but not many Darks. Dark is beastly now. Vote it off me, please. That was when I was leveling Ninja. They would never get 2 ninjas in the party or somebody to vote off for me, so we had to recast Utsumi. So you know what happened was I kept getting interrupted and I was getting hit, and then the white mage was casting cures to keep me alive. And then the white mage pulled hate. And then it was kind of like somebody voted off me. So I'd use that opportunity to recast Utsumi Ichi. Very long spell. And then I'd vote it off the healer, and he was like, I can't believe I'm off tanking. I can't believe you didn't invite another tank. Or another ninja. Would have been awesome. Screw that pop counter stance. Come get some. You always have counter stance up. That's just... Yeah. Always. Because you know what? If you accidentally pull hate, puts a frame right back in its face. It's like, you can't hit me. Scythe lacks good weapon skill. They have good ones. They don't have, oh my god, this is freaking awesome skill chain. No, they don't. I'll agree with that. But, yeah. Die in one hit, no problem. Just don't get hit. Like this Apex Raptor. One more hit. How to do it? Okay, maybe 2, maybe 3, 4, 5. Just counting all the hits now. Sandyland 1. I hope I said your name right. Happy Tuesday. And some decent darks with great sword. Yes, great sword is good. Korra. I believe it was the great sword that he got as a relic weapon back in the good old days. Same problem as my bad weapon skill damage. Whoa. Till we got Azurin Fist. Azurin Fist was alright. Assuming that you had the accuracy for it. But 1-inch punch, that was my favorite, but everybody laughed at me when I used it. Combo is good. And when you get Raging Fist is awesome. I used Raging Fist against Matt twice. Right. Next time I level White Mage, I'm going to sub Monk so that I can do hand-to-hand. I want to Raging Fist something as a White Mage. Yeah. None of the Monk's weapon skills now even break 10k. I broke 10k once with a weapon skill on Monk, but that was kind of a more of a glitched fight. They didn't exactly have a whole lot of defense, but they did have a whole lot of HP. Mighty Waffle says, I think my problem with Asura is I'm looking for a group that doesn't care about that and is just like, yeah man, let's play some video games. I don't care what job or weapons. There are groups out there like that, but to a point. I mean, if you're doing something like this, actually I've been told that there are folks that Apex parties are still supposed to bring your A game. And I kind of think that I am, but I'm sub-dancer to everything, so that's probably mean I'm bringing my B game. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Quetzi, there's stuff that I can't do yet, because I'm not finished upgrading my Paladin. I'm getting closer. I'm getting a lot closer. But we'll see. So we're watching blue. All blues break that much from what I see. It's easy to hit that much damage on blue. I can see that. What controller are you using that? I forget. God. Logitech wireless gamepad F710 with rechargeable batteries because I'm cheap. I think you can use the PS4 controller. I don't know how to set it up. But if you can use an Xbox 360 controller with a Windows machine, you should be able to use anything with the Windows machine. There should be a guide on it somewhere. I just find it silly that Blue has higher crit rate / damage than Thief, who is supposed to be the master of that. No, they don't want to break Blue again. I mean, Blue's balanced with the whole, you gotta get all those spells. Because if you don't have all those spells, you're not going to get all that stuff. At least, that's how it was explained to me. All the way, Taurus. But a group that's like, oh yeah, let's do Ambuscade. You want to come? A nun made a job. Let's do this. And then it's like, WTF, why aren't we doing this in like 3 minutes? I'm supposed to be making money here. I always like that. Blue is great on mid-level content. It falls below the DPS. Thief! I agree, H-Gun. I play Blue, but I enjoy Thief so much more. Thief is fun. It's got Flee and that movement speed stuff. I mean, what's not to like? Treasure Hunter. Does Blue Mage get Treasure Hunter? I suppose they could. There's enough stuff out there. Problem is Blue is embedded in people's mind as the best DPS. Wouldn't that be Black Mage? I mean, just a sheer... If you take the number of actions one does, and with total up the number of DPS, and you actually divide in DPS with the number of mouse clicks, it's be a pretty high average. They were complaining in chat about a 2-minute wait for Ambuscade. Did they all forget waiting for airships? Yes! Yes, they did. People are like, airship? What's an airship? Oh yeah, I have that key item. Extremely ignorant. High-level content, Blue falls behind them. Well, realistically, it is bland. But tell you that to the majority, they think people just want what people want. Unfortunately. How many folks are in this zone? Everybody go to bed. Area, current area. Wow. 3 players in Mo Gates. This is Mo Gates, isn't it? I don't even know the name of the zone I'm in. Oh, there we go. Mo Gates. People in large herds and not enough rods. There was a time when 3 weeks was considered a blistering fast pace in FF11. Yes! I was level 40 for like 2 years because I refused to waste other players' time in a party for me going from level 40 to level 50 unless I had best in slot everything. And unfortunately, since I was a fisherman, it took about 2 years to save up enough kill to get best in slot everything at level 40, which mostly was the brown belt. That's some really nice pieces. Hard to find people that are open-minded. Music is still so good to this day. Square Enix. There's only one song in this entire game that gets on my nerves. But even that song I've grown to, how shall we say, oops. Now, those of y'all that have been watching a long time know exactly what song I'm talking about. It's the mount music. I mean, it's not bad, it's just... it could be better. When you should for a DD, that doesn't mean blue only. Oh, when you shout for a DD, that doesn't mean blue only. I'm very open-minded. We should team up. Should I ever take time off? What was the time this past summer? Was it this past summer? Yeah. We were getting audited, and one of our top employees fell and broke her hand. Yeah. We're in pharmacy, and break your dominant hand. There's a lot of stuff you can't do. But yeah, the mount song is a little over the top. I'm trying to find people to do stuff with. I leveled in Goodwill gear to like 60. Well, it's like... I don't know if it was 2 years. It felt like 2 years. And I leveled other jobs on the weekends. I mean, I got all my subs taken care of. I got Warrior up to 37. I got Ninja up to 37. That was all lower level stuff, gear-wise. And I never threw anything away, so I was able to reuse a bunch of that stuff. I also got White Mage up to 37. And I don't know, getting Black Mage up to 50, but I want to say that was after I got Ninja, after I got Dense Monk up to 75. But just enjoy doing Mog Gardens and Coalitions all of my time. Mog Gardens, the music in the Mog Gardens. There have been days that I just had Cyndaquil sitting on the beach and missiles was coming out going, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, Final Fantasy 11. Like, I don't know this song. I'm like, well, it's because you quit and Treasures of Rock gone. Quitter. A lot of great music sense there. Omen bosses, Dynamis Divergence, and Sinister Rain. Oh, I love Sinister Rain. Ambuscade on the side for money. And an up-to-date weapon and 8 sushi. Right? Sushi, very important. That was like above and beyond the Call of Duty on free. It was above the Call of Duty. It was pretty much expected. It's like, why aren't you using food? And they're like, food's expensive, man. LOL. I'm like, alright. You know what's not expensive? Like what? B-list. Alright. One of these days I'm going to log back into Den. We're going to pull up his B-list and just start counting the names of everybody else. Like, he didn't max it out. But I think he came close. Doing both Ergon weapons when I get the time. Wow. I got spoiled. The last 2 parties I did Sinister Rain with. We finished all 3 fights in about 60 seconds each. Oh, I mean, yeah. It can be done, but oh my goodness. You're like, hey man, are we gonna finish this anytime soon? Because it's been like a minute and a half, and I'm starting to think we're gonna get out of here. Just calculated how much it's going to cost to make an Imperial Dagger. Watchtar for my thief, and it's going to be about 210 million gil. Like, no thanks. It's not that bad. I mean, 200 mil for Ashtar's good. The gil wouldn't bother me because you make gil pretty quick. What would bother me is the questing for it. I mean, how many times do you have to kill that worm in Abysia for Thwashtar? Well, too many, right? I think so. 20 seconds per boss, so 60 seconds total. Yeah, well, there's also the load time between. We did around 10 to 12 Sinister Rain. Just do it when Void Watch campaign starts up, right? 210 million gil for 50 decks seems like always. That's an offhand. And then you can say, hey, I got that Watchtar done. Scratch that off the bucket list. Only do it if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You think players are gonna be like, oh man, get another thief. Get one that's got Thwashtar too, and this one's no good. Maybe they will be. I don't know. Glavoid, 50 shells, 25 plus kills required. Was it really? Just 25 plus? The way Lanos was talking about it was like mind-numbingly dull. Unless you get a lucky login campaign that lets you buy the Glavoid shows. About every 4 or 6 months. Seems like they do that. I had to do that. Same worm for my Great Axe. Ew. It's a decent boost, but nothing groundbreaking. I enjoyed Dagger. It took me forever, but yeah, that sent worm made me question it. I haven't... Wait a second, where am I? I'm kind of close to the entrance, EV, but should be fine. I don't know if I want to do the Imperial Sword for Cyndaquil. I'm doing the Mythic one. I'm doing Burtgang, and that's one that's kind of, I say, expected. I don't know if it is expected, but I think if you want to do anything endgame Paladin, you're expected to have an Aegis, O-Chain, and a Burtgang. And then all the other gears. Problem is, you need 4 key items, that's right, to pop them. And to get those key items requires you to get other key items from other bosses in the zone. You can do fine without it kept. Sorry, it's not far behind it. This is true! The kept sorry, which I don't remember the stats off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna look it up. Damage 15, strength 10, dex plus 10, treasure hunter plus 1. Some nice stats. I can't believe I got that. I think it was like the first one I got too. Happy days. That's like my main hand for everything that can equip it. What time is it? 17 minutes to go. Each Glavoid kill winds up requiring 600 Horus monsters and some random drops from regular mobs. Tank Relic is like, what, 60 mil? Psh, I wish. I think I don't know how much I farmed most of my coins, so I don't think it was that bad, but I wanted to say when I did the math that Excalibur was more expensive than Aegis, but each one was like, I want to say it was like between 180 and 200, but maybe not. Even Dent has, oh, Dent doesn't have one. Cyndaquil has one, and you know. Oh my goodness. Hello, Rujin. Yo. Just have to... Going on 220 runs. All the stuff that I want, I don't have. It's like... Let's go over here. Macros, edit the equipment set. I got this one dress up, roll please. The, Founders set. I've got the sword. I've got the shield. I got the hat. I got the gloves. I got the I don't have the pants. The pants have never dropped. It's not like the pants dropped but they had crappy stats on it. It's like, oh, I'll take the pants with the crappy stats on them. I've even got the silly Trust tank. Dude, what's his name? August. Yeah, that's his name. I just want the pants for it. I'm going to mispronounce your name, Mr. Setianel. I hope I said that right. Happy Tuesday. For like another 15 minutes. It's painful. I have some of the craziest rare items and missing the ones I need, right? There's a woman on our server that has two. Oh, you can't have two of them, can't you? 6th kept some pets. Oh, can you send those to other characters on your account? You probably can't. But that would be too easy. Just want to actually do Sinister. You can. Another 14 minutes. Probably calling to bed here pretty soon. Sorry, I got such an insult. No, you cannot mail to mules. Not yet. Maybe one day Square Enix will be like, you know, we're gonna lift that. Maybe this is their thinking. Maybe if we allow characters to mail this really wonderful stuff to other characters on their same account, maybe they'll create more accounts. I mean, that's an extra $1 per month. Enough people do that. And what if they max out all their character accounts? What was it? 16 for each account that you can have? Got my Captain Brilliance. I'm jealous. And Rubicundity a couple days ago. Congrats. Sorry, still eludes me. Turning around, hitting the butt. Let's see. It's like I've got some good ones. Brilliance is not among them. I mean, it's got some okay stats to it, but I still use Excalibur. Vampirism sucks as far as stats go. Can't wait to get sorry so I can be done with the damn thing. Never want to go back. Suffer Sama is in the same position. There's like, he's got everything capped except the one thing that he wanted. And I don't know what that one thing is. But it's the unicorn. Never gonna see it. Vamp is just cool to look at. It is. It's a separate one. Yeah. If you got the coat, the Samua coat, the pants don't necessarily go well with it either, but it could be worked around. If you got the coat, you should be using the vampirism. The Samua tights I got was in the same pool as Kepsara. It was like Tanaka. came back for a minute. Which unicorn do I go after? 3 cat items in the pool at the same time. Oh my goodness. Little mediocre items. Those are the store TVs, right? I think so. It's another item you can't wear on Beastmaster. Strength 10, Dex 10, double attack plus 3, triple attack plus 3. Samoa tights. I'll be honest, I really don't like the way they look. That's all there is to it. But yeah. I should probably use them more often. It's just, the jobs that I have them for, with jobs that can equip it, usually don't use it. But, I don't know. I think about it. Thief can probably get away with it. What kind of gear do you need to do this kind of stuff? I'm not even sure where to start. Pretty good gear, at least 119 gear. I would aim for the high quality ambuscade +1 sets. Like this. I mean, that's practically most of what I'm wearing. This is an ambuscade +1, +1, +1. That is not, but that is, yeah. Most of the ambuscade gear comes with a lot of accuracy to it. The AF, the Relic, the Empyrean stuff, the upgrades for that can be done. A lot of them are good, a lot of them will be expected, but some of it's just stuff that you swap into for just job ability, and then, yeah. Some of it requires some really expensive items to get. Ambuscade, on the other hand, you kind of get out of it what you put into it, which is what I kind of like. But it's also a good way to make money, and then use that money to buy the expensive items to upgrade your other stuff. Yeah, there we go. Problem for FE119 is folks need vagary clears, and they're likely to be missing that. They've been gone a while. I mean, even Quetzalcoatl still has vagary clears, at least once a week, because there's going to be a bunch of blue mages that need those spells from those vagary bosses, and it's like, hey, blue mages, you want to get some stuff? And you're like, you get 12 blue mages into a group. Oh, wow. Ambuscade is easy, it's worth the time. Back in the good old days, when we took a month off Final Fantasy XI, played some 14. This was right after they dropped support for the Xbox and the PlayStation 2. And it was the month we took off was a month they introduced Ambuscade. So when we came back to it, a lot of our group was still in Sparks gear. And even doing the easiest fight, you know, it was 30-minute epic, oh my god. Everyone but the white mage is dead, and he's kiting the mob around the zone. But we kept doing, you know, forcing our way through it, doing a little bit better, creeping up the difficulty slider, and eventually got to the point where within a month we were past the 119 difficulty, and felt really good about ourselves. Our gear was much better. You get out of it what you put in. So just hope to Jeebus someone on the server is actually going to want to take a not fully geared Nin or Sam into Ambuscade. A lot of it you can solo. I mean, if you got 5 trust NPCs, and that's going to take some completion of the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, you can still solo it. You're not going to get the gallantry that way, but I'm sure there's somebody on a server that be more than happy to take somebody who's not perfectly geared. Just don't expect to get into the really difficult stuff. Sam will be taken. Sam more so than Nin. And that delve earlier kind of killed the heck out of me. And my bud. The burger thing. Oh, the book. Yeah, the books. I don't like that one. It's too slow. But yeah, what are the demons on the chair are? scary people. Scary people with chairs. It's not necessary, but it's something I'm doing. If that's giving you a hard time, Sinister Rain is going to destroy you. Maybe. I guess it depends on which mobs pop up. I'll like Sinister Rain when August comes out, and I'll just kite him. And so like, you can't hit me with that special ability that one-shots or does 9,000 points of damage. And then I'll kite him so he's spinning around because he's not exactly chasing me. But then, right when he uses that one weapon skill that's in I think a conal arc in front of him and hits everybody that's in front of him, and I just ran behind all the healers, and Theoden's 3 guys just all, ugh! I'm like, Dad, why did you do that? And I was like, oops. Then I'll go back to tanking, and I'll do my very best thing I love doing in tanking is simply casting Raise 1 while tanking and spell not getting interrupted. I'm missing most of this, I apologize. Delve gear is good. If you're on a server, my character is pokey, and I would greatly appreciate any help / guidance. Kill her within 20 seconds, and she's not an issue. Go down Bullskate. If you're not, I'm perfectly willing to transfer. HK lands on a server. That's all they got. It's got all the good stuff. But playtime, very limited. I'm on Quetzy. If anybody wants to create a character on Quetzy, I'll be like, hey, I'll give you a link pro and some gil. Want some gil, little boy? Wait, no. It might be the first time I've actually said those words out loud. I think that's what we're going to change the title to. Road to Master Beastmaster. I'm going to say, hey, want some gil? I don't have a lot of gil to give out. I spent it all Saturday. We're down to 1.6 mil. That's poverty levels. Square Enix. Final Fantasy 11 days. How many more bad guys do we need to kill? I guess we got them all. We're just getting fires and vanquish multiple enemies now. 500 points damage. Need a loan? If you got like, how much do I need? Like, 8,000 more Alexandrites to buy. So if you got like 40 million lying around, then I don't even know if there's that much Alexandrite on the action. So it probably is. Got 30 million. So close. And like 2 million gil worth of crap. Literally, all of my fun is derived from helping others. Nice. Still kind of working on getting fully merited. That'll happen. Merits are easy to get now. I had them all capped back in the 75 days and then realized they just blasted out all the merits, every category. Well, kind of. I think the actual job merits, the 1 and 2 stuff, that's still capped at 10. But unless they change that, and if they change that, then I'll be like, stupid! Could have upgraded all that. Yeah. Considering you asked for 40 million earlier, focus on your merits, kept those. We can get 40 million. That's like almost easy. Almost. Let's, just out of curiosity, this is going to be a blood warp, but I want to see just how terrible it is to fight an Apex mata-mata. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be like AoE damage, stuns, bad stuff. Poor Cricket. Cricket's gonna hate this. And it really doesn't matter where he's gonna be, because he's gonna hit us all. Yeah, there we go. Close finish with Thun. Of course, get Master Joe. Master Job pushes you a lot higher. People take you seriously when you got stars over your head. Big damage boost. Just finishing like HP and max merits and a few odd things. 75 merits at a time. Pretty nifty. We do Apex parties. Guessing you probably haven't. I figured I didn't have the gear to even think of them. I forget what accuracy you need to hit the Apex mobs. Is it like 1400-ish? Maybe just 1200-ish? These are things I don't know. Yep, this is why nobody fights these guys. 1250 plus. You can do Rise and Demon Cleave parties, those mobs you should be able to hit. Accuracy on Ninja, which is better gear, is like 90. Check param me. So I don't have any trouble hitting this guy. So let's see what my accuracy is. My accuracy is 1,117, but I don't have sushi on. I'm using the Akamochi. That might have accuracy on it. I don't remember. This guy isn't really doing that much damage to the party. Bertha, on the other hand, not so good. Accuracy is 4. Mine's pretty bad. 8 Apex with 1,000 accuracy. It's like, aim for 1,000 without your sushi. Run over here, try and hit the stuff. If you can hit it, awesome. If you can't, try a sushi and see if you can hit it, but yeah. 1250 was omens. I could see that. Some of them were rather evasive. 1,300, 1,400 for the bosses. Normal 1,100. Silly bosses. Still haven't defeated a mid-boss yet. Omen. One of these days. After I get Beastmaster mastered. Oh, I think we're gonna kill this thing. I thought he was gonna kill us, but really well. Alright, since it is our last one, job ability. We're gonna hit the unleash button. And then we're just gonna do this thing. We're gonna do it again. And again. It's kind of like 100 Fist, except for crickets. Like, you did not just throw me backwards. First thing, try to master your job. Finish up the merits. All the HP, all the MP, all the weapons. Get all that stuff done. All the spells. Wow! We lived! We lost the capacity point chain, because those things take a while to kill. It's not so bad. I wasn't expecting unliving. I was pretty convinced. Relic weapon skill quest. Really the pits. Relic weapon skill, relic weapon skill, relic weapon skill quest. I don't remember that one. You should do when Triple XP campaign is around, like right now. Is that on now or not yet? I don't think it's triple. I think it's just a capacity or an XP points chain bonus. Like when you get the chains going, it's pretty cool. Each odd ring is enough to make my jaw drop at just getting 20,000 from the extra points. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Sleeping pill must be kicking in. Normally I don't get beyond this early in the day. We're gonna travel to another home point. Let's go back to Bastock. We'll do the mines by the Mog House. We're gonna go spend some job points. Just want to see how many upgrades we can get in this past 3 hours. Not gonna be a lot. Back in my day, we could only get 10 merits. Yes, I can get up to 75. I have nothing to level, so I will never need to kill stuff, right? You get to a point where it's just like, yay, you go out for capacity points. You're gonna get experience points at the same time, but you're really not there for the experience points. Not anymore. Got almost 500 job points that I can't use. Yeah. Square Enix needs to give us something that we can use on, even if it's just trivial stuff. It's better than just, you know, wasting it. Alright, Beastmaster. The way I do this is probably not the right way, but I just start at the top of the list, make that 18, pick the next one, make that 18, and go down here and make that 18. So we're going to need 13 more job points before we can get the next one. So that was 3 upgrades. 3 hours worth of time. But I guess there's so much here. 1,584. Did that unlock anything new for us? I don't think so. I think next one's in 1,600. No, that wouldn't have unlocked anything. Magic evasion bonus at 1620. Accuracy bonus 1710. Wow. The end is in sight. This is the bottom of the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more gifts until mastered. Which is cool. For me. And then we can find some other thing to do. Still be a night schedule for now. Man, I love working or staying up all night. Sun comes up and it's like, oh, it must be time to go to bed. Like the vampires. What are we gonna do tomorrow night? Tomorrow night's gonna be an easy going night. We're gonna try and take it easy because we're gonna have a hell of a weekend. It's gonna suck, but oh well. Go to bread. Go to bread! Yes. At least I didn't say beard, because that would have been creepy. Black bread. Black bread Randy. That almost sounds like a good name for a bar. Black bread Randy. But go to beer. Man, I would love beer. But alas. Doc says everything in moderation. Doc's probably always right. Always go to beer. Especially when it's the happy hour. Happy hours are the best. Alright, so tomorrow night's probably going to be real simple. We'll really just hop on the ferry, wait for the pirates to show up, catch some fish, eat some fish, stuff like that. Anything else? That's probably it. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't get caught. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.